Hello, 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 Canyonites. Welcome on this chilly, fallen leaf, fall from grace November evening. We have our first tournament of the month, our monthly grid break series for UNISC, UNI2, Under Night 2, whatever you want to call it, that game with all the anime girls. This month's theme is Grid Break Juggle Decay, fitting in with our monthly theme, the Fall from Grace, for the season, for those combos we've dropped, for those hearts we've broken and the mains we've given up on, and so on and so forth. Hi, I'm excited. This month we have a pretty good filled out Swiss bracket, 8 people. So 4 matches for 4 rounds of gameplay. Lars rules as usual. 2 games is a set. First to 3 rounds, I guess. 3 lives instead of 2, as is standard in other tournaments, but not here at Lars. You got 3 lives and extra chance to prove yourself. I am, of course, Princess Nettlebloom, here on the commentary desk, definitely qualified to commentate this game that I've been playing for years. Joining with me is the unqualified, knowledgeless LiteTheIronMan.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's 3:31 p.m. on the West Coast Pacific Standard Time. I'm LiteTheIronMan, and I'm here once again playing and commentating in Lars Canyon UNI2. If none of you manage to beat me by the time we make it to the top 4 cut, I'll be very sad.
Oh my gosh. Well, with words like that, I pray someone or maybe everyone does. There's nothing better than the tired, taunting man losing. Even if it is fall from grace, you know. Let's make him fall from grace. It's your time to take his grace, perhaps. I'm excited for these matches. I think we're gonna have good character diversity, good player skill diversity. The great thing about this series is there are some people who are brand new to the game, as in haven't even practiced the character they're playing, and I think unironically that rules. If you're excited enough about the game, just pick it up and play it. And we have some people who are narcs about this game, like Light. So we really have all skill levels represented. Let's get right into it.
So Ciao will be the purple-haired one on the left. Wysteir will be the raven-haired one on the right. These are 2 Vysteir is notably this game's only pure charge character, and has a lot of zoning tools to befit that sort of what you would expect from like a typical charge character. It seems that Wysteir is relying for the first time on kind of approaching maybe a little bit with assault and like air normal buttons, and then kind of just shimmying and shooting. Ciao may or may not be totally familiar with how the character works and how to play the game, as we have seen that they've gotten locked down in the corner there.
Yeah, but
here we
go.
At
the start of this round to beat out the fireball zoning and laser zoning. Yeah. Shooting back with lasers on her own. I imagine she knows like what this character does in general, but she might not, you know, being so out of practice and not having played this version, she might not know yet how to recover from being on the back foot in that barrage of fireballs and lasers. But I don't know. This round is much more even than the first. Wysteir took the first round pretty dominantly.
Yeah, here we go. So something that I would recommend, even if you are like, oh, well, no, I don't know how the game's combo system works, I don't want to do the combo trial, this seems really complicated. In general, French-bred combo systems are pretty straightforward. They rely on a Gatling system very similar to Guilty Gear and other anime games. You really only need to do ABC into knockdown. If you want to be a little bit more complicated, you can do ABC into a launcher, and then do an air chain, and then special or whatever you have that'll knock down, and then that's pretty reliable for a B&B. This game also has smart steer enders, which allow you to end any combo or any straight hit into a knockdown, as long as you remember to press A and B at the same time. It seems that Ciao has won the grid war substantially here, because Wysteir just keeps down backing and shimmying backwards. We're also almost at a timeout here, but Wyst ends it with a throw with only 10 seconds to spare.
I think both players were doing some interesting things that round. We saw Ciao canceling basic lasers or basic zoning fireballs into EX fireball, and then shooting a high laser to prevent Wyst from jumping out. But we also saw Wyst using lasers to cancel out the incoming fireballs. Ooh.
Right,
a nice confirm and a nice read on a flash kick coming out from Wyst, Ciao is doing. So these two are playing some very interesting neutral, I think. It's just the confirms and the combos and the enders and the sort of continuation into Oki that is a little slower on the pickup right now. But even still, it's very fun to watch these two dolls sort of try to get in on each other.
Yeah, I think your first instinct when you're playing a character who is one, a charge character, and two, a zoner, is to always like be holding down back or whatever, or trying to prepare your projectiles and your zoning in any given way, right? Mm-hmm. But when you're playing against a fellow zoner and they are blocking at full screen, that's not necessarily something you want to be doing, correct? So
that's correct.
It seems okay. So
there's the infinite worth reversal from Wyst. Nothing to show for it. She'd been good 2 whole rounds, and that hadn't come out at all. She had used other EX options. I saw EX Flash come out from her, so she is being much better about that reversal super. Obviously, as Light has made fun of all of us for before, it's a sort of a strive brained thing to do. But if FERPing works, okay, when it works, it works, and there's nothing to say about that. But when it doesn't, it really doesn't. And I feel like especially with Batista, there's probably so many good things you can do with that meter.
Yeah. You can usually like Batista in particular has a lot of metered Okizeme options in addition to her meterless ones that are probably a lot better to spend on. She has her disco ball very famously, which just lingers forever and rains beams on you, which allows Batista to then approach a lot better. In addition to stuff that Wysteir is using right now, like these slow-moving metered orbs. Ciao seems a lot more willing to approach in this matchup than Wyst is. I say that, but Chao's punched 2 assaults now.
That was so cool. Hits the full EX flash kick Ciao does. And
tried to cancel into a full combo.
Yeah, chain shifts on the ground, but doesn't have a pickup there. But the ideas, again, the ideas are there. Oh, again, no, Miss Wyst.
Yeah,
Miss Wyst.
Gonna get punished.
You can just hold it. Just play patient. You were doing so close. It was such a close round too. But now, Ciao is looking to take the reverse 3-0 round.
I think if this is the night that teaches you to hold on to 200% meter, I will be very happy about that.
Every player comes away from every bracket with a lesson.
Yeah.
Let's just put it that way.
Again, I mean, Nettle is not wrong. There are some times where maybe doing like a wake up super or something might be fine.
On a hard read for like a reversal, right? But like that's not even a reversal situation. That's a full screen laser beam. That's me throwing Calvados season 2. There's nothing to it.
There is also a specific super that is meant for that specific situation. If you're at 30% at the end of a round, you can do IWEX, which is literally the game designated reversal super. But you're not. You guys are just doing infinite worth, which is sometimes that's fine, but sometimes you get hit with a full screen punish.
How many people in Lars Canyon do you think know what IWEX is like? Come on, you have to be nice to us.
Well, Lars Canyonites, Infinite Worth EX is a special super that you can do in certain situations.
But she did it. Hold on. Shut up for a second. Well, we're here babbling about whatever. Miss Wyst learns her lesson in real times and closes out the round.
Alright, so game 1 will go to Wyst's Batista. That is the Batista on the right. Incidentally, I don't think they've side-swapped that much, so because they're like not really
they're not doing cross-ups, they're not getting if someone winds up right now, they're in a situation where a cross-up could very much be set up.
Yeah.
Wyst could babble Ciao into a situation where she has to block and Whis can jump over, but
I
they're playing the laser beam game. You know, they're two dolls
Yeah.
shooting lasers, which frankly, this rules for me. This is great for me. This is maybe the most scintillating, like, UNI2 high-level replays ever, but this is, as far as I'm concerned, like, what this game is about.
This is very emotionally fulfilling for Netta Bloom on commentary. Right
And
now.
for probably the two people playing Batista right now, at least. So there's at least 3 people who are having the fucking time of their lives through this.
Okay, that is very interesting. I didn't
Good
realize
catch
that,
on the EX flash there.
Didn't realize that would have enough whiff recovery and be that close to get hit by flash kick. But
I don't think it was even. I think it was like mid move. You know, I don't think it was a whiff. It was. Thank you, Fennel. It was a great first game from Ciao, sort of figuring out how to play the character in real time through the match at an easy pace because they're both taking it slower. It's kind of a nice first game to have for both of them. A warm-up, something they're both familiar with, both comfortable with, and getting more comfortable with their own play as they go. I'm excited for their future matches after this too. Oh, using her float there, a little cute show-off of a technique. Nothing for it, but, you know, mixing things up, sort of confusing the neutral.
Yeah, Ciao noticing that Whis at first was not like willing to use like anti-air projectiles. They're finally coming out now.
Wake up, EX flash into the infinite worth. That was almost something because Ciao baited out with a 5A, I think there.
Yeah.
So kind of not the worst idea on earth from Whis, but again, there are probably even better EX punishes for a whiffed jab.
Especially at that range.
Yeah, like Fennel also says in a chat right now, Ciao having really good meter usage, and part of that is Chao's really smart use of shielding, not green shield, but real shielding these fireballs in neutral, and really building up, like, significant grid advantage and Vorpal advantage, just significantly more Vorpals than Whis is getting, which means Ciao just innately has more meter to work with, and is braver in spending it too, a little bit, definitely.
For players who are new and who may be confused about the difference between green and blue shield works a lot more like an instant block, where you don't spend any meter and you get better frame advantage for it. Green shield works a lot more like faultless defense, where it does cost some meter, and you do it during block stun, and you get a little bit of pushback.
But also, you wind up in like a worse situation if you green shield, correct?
Yeah. You have significantly less frame advantage on a green shield than you do on a blue one, and
Hover into
obviously
fireball, but you can shoot her out of the sky with that laser. It's so funny. She has the perfect tools to counter herself.
Yeah, I do like Ciao trying to kind of figure out what system tools and what character tools I have to approach my own character.
Again, so many. It must be like true, honest muscle memory at this point, right? It's a big, powerful button that your body knows that you have.
Yeah.
It's hard not to press it. I absolutely get it. You know, we tease, but I make the same mistakes. I imagine several players do with other moves that are maybe not 200 meter, but even still.
Yeah. Wysteir definitely has
still
some
takes
habits,
the round.
Yeah. Where I think they work out for her at this level. Like, she'll just do like a short combo into like smart steer in there, regardless of whether she hit confirmed or not. And oftentimes that works fine for her purposes because her steer ender is just a bunch of beams, so it pushes the opponent back quite a bit on block.
Sure.
And she also has caught Ciao mashing on it quite a few times.
A cross-up attempt successfully blocked by Whis, but Ciao hits with the low after that, so we're seeing both of them starting to cook here. Whis trying a similar thing, not able to cross up, but does get a hit. Throw tech in the corner, Another good raw flash, catching each other's, you know, the mind of a Batista. They know exactly what you're going to do, strange isn't it, and so on.
Okay, giving Ciao a lot more space. I think she was trying to bait that for realsies, but I mean, this is still very favorable for Whis, so she's probably not too
I like the
broken up
slowly
about that.
walking up behind. Your fun action. At range, big, weird, disjointed hitboxes, command grab. mini critter to set up on screen given the chance, whereas Lin is a very traditional rush down, sort of Shoto type, has the DP, has a fireball, not necessarily either of those being the strongest in the game, but her pressure being some of the strongest in the game, with 17 different layers of cross-up as we just saw happen, overhead, left-right, low-high, 7 steps of Rekkas. There's a lot to deal with when fighting this character. Dave is locked in though, the first round going dominantly to Light, but only the second time seeing that cross-up flip, and Dave successfully blocks it. Power to him, and he gets the first hit, going into round 2. Blocks the DP too. Dave is one of our strongest players in general, for sure, here at the Canyon, an absolutely dominant Faust and Strive, and those amazing fundamentals on this sort of bizarro critter type of character, really being shown off here. You know, like I said, a lot of those fundamentals between the two characters really carrying over. Very close to closing that round out. Except now, a good reversal from Light and a good pickup combo. He's back in the corner, up against LiteTheIronMan's extended, practiced Line combos. Blocks the first mix. Yes, yes, yes! Oh my god! The OTG missed! Oh, the full screen grab takes a round for Dave so clean. The EX, the metered reversal coming out of Merkava into the chain shift combo, able to take the round from Light. Very impressive stuff. Again though, there's that Rekka stagger. Such long cancel windows on that. Different stages of the Rekka can hit different highs, lows, or mids. Not to mention, she can dash cancel several of those at several points. And her confirmed damage is nothing to sneeze at. 3.8k for 1 bar, I think. And just a basic bread and butter combo, but Dave catches a stray hit in neutral. My god. Yeah, Dave has a talent for, in defensive situations, often, / always even, sort of mashing out of situations where it's his wake-up, where he's on the receiving end of Oki. Able to mash out and get good work done with that too, and it's showing off here. It was not his turn, but he mashed anyway, and Light, perhaps being a little too respectful, allows himself to get hit and allows Dave to take the round. And now Dave, C+4 Merkava, has Light's S4 Line on the ropes, and it's honest. There's nothing fraudulent about this. We're seeing some clutch-ass combos in neutral out of Dave.
Very good performance. Apologies for being late.
No apologies at all. Hello, Miss Wysteir. Great performance in your game, 2-0. Not a bad way to start the tournament at all. Thanks for joining me on the mic. Have you seen much Merkava play?
Not particularly. So I'm very excited to see some worms coming out eventually. I sure hope.
We've seen a couple, but they've been more mix-up than they have been a confirm option, you know? By having the worm on top of Light in the corner, Dave has sort of been able to stress Light out, make him double, you know, think twice about a DP or a more stupid Abare option. But Light, off a good confirm, is able to bring this round back. Caught backdashing and gets hit with the long-distance grab from Dave, and is now in the right corner. There's a worm.
Ooh, lost the worm, accidentally corners himself, and now has to deal with pressure from Light, pushing Dave the other way.
Yeah, I just think it's the nature of that combo from Light. It's like mix up, you know, side switch partway through, nothing for it. I don't know if he has another combo that would keep him there, but who knows.
Nice work from Dave taking that back, able to keep the grid and using CS here.
Yeah,
and
great.
that probably get a little more damage.
Finisher with the hard knockdown. Another good that revert an EX grab, I think, from Dave to beat Light out there. But yeah, no. Every hit from Light is at least 3k damage. That's what I noticed last tournament too. You know, he does not drop his confirms, even just off of a poke, and it was so close, with a lot of great reads in neutral from Dave there, but Light's great fundamentals and really good pickups sort of carrying that game. Very close. So much closer than maybe we thought. Hype as hell. I hope Dave maybe takes this one so we get to see more.
Absolutely. One key thing to note is that Under Night is definitely like a very combo heavy game, so it's more and more important to get your labbing in and make sure that you can compete pretty well if you're having trouble, as like our stronger players here will kill you in 4-3 touches.
Yeah, truly.
Fighting from a tight spot here from Dave.
Yeah, and again, I think throwing out an Abare option there to try to catch Light, but a lot of Line's options you don't want to challenge. Backdash is good, and baiting a DP is good, but...
That...
Oh, no, never
that
mind.
run
You can challenge
backwards
the thing.
into grab full screen was real funny.
Yeah, I know, and it keeps happening too. Like, Light, the more experienced, well, actually type player, you think he would stop making that mistake, but he puts himself in that situation. Though also he puts his opponent in the corner for almost 4k damage, so
Yeah.
who's to say if it's good or bad?
It is that sort of thing, right, where like when you're fighting someone who does unconventional things, you do have to
right, too.
take the moment to take that switch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, play a little more careful, a little more slow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh. Good lead.
Mm-hmm. Spin Light, Spin Line. Really good. God, was that like a 3D there? That was incredible. Out of Light. The grounded anti-air, not even risking the DP to get out of the corner. Really smart.
They're
No
playing it
pick
safe
up on
here. Ooh.
Two flubbed confirms, one from each player. That would have been such a great pickup from Dave on his wayward hit, because that would have
Oh, this is...
put him in this game, but right now it's looking scary. They have about the same amount. Oh no.
Light burning through resources, has grid, had everything in there. That was an incredibly tight spot to be. Full meter and grid.
Yeah, Light had everything to work with, and he wasn't even halfway through that bread and butter combo. Happening right now, we
Alright,
have
so
Gates
we've
on her
got-
brand new main, Nanase, who she's very excited to try, saving the world with a smile, versus Fennel, the witch, playing the witch, of course, Uzuki, her kin for life, also fucking the world up with a smile, maybe a more demented smile, but you know, it works for her.
So, Nanase is really interesting, and I think she's really fun. I play a little bit of her on the side. Nanase is a character who I would say has no major weaknesses. She's like...
Perfect.
She's not as... I wouldn't say that she's like necessarily as jack of all stats as like Hyde is, but she can do pretty much anything you want her to do in the game pretty well. But she focuses on like a sort of rushdown playstyle based on mix-ups and her unique jump and float mechanic. Fennel, though, we've already seen kind of bully her way in with a perfect in round one.
Bully type character.
Yeah.
That is Uzuki to begin with, you know.
Oh
Full
my
screen
goodness.
highs and lows. You know, Totsugeki, you know all about it, whatever game you come from. There we see a clean confirm from Fennel of a B&B into fail off infinite worth there.
Yeah. Fennel's showing off there. I think that is... She's well within her rights too, but since this is also a game, especially in the format we're playing where we have an extra round, this is a game where your meter carries over between rounds, so I think if you are showing off and spending 300 meter mid-game, you're being a little bit mean to these small children. But, I mean, who am I to talk? So.
Who are you to talk? You beat the snot out of me frame one last month without remorse. It's fine. You know, this is part of the tournament. This is part of learning. Gates, I don't even know that Gates had time to like. She may have this morning, but I don't know if she had time. She had a character crisis like up through yesterday.
Yeah.
About
I
which
also
character
saw her
in this game to play.
practicing. I also saw her playing Exert and Third Strike before Bragate instead of this. So.
Do your homework! These damn kids, they won't focus! Kids these days can't go in the lab, all they know is exert, eat hot chip, and lie, I swear to God.
I do think that Nanase would be a very rewarding character to practice and would be a very fun character to play. I don't necessarily know if she fits in what I know of Dawn's playstyle, but I mean, she can make any playstyle work, and she's very fun.
She picks much more on aesthetic and feel than she does on raw playstyle. She has tried everything across the board, you know, and she's pretty early in her FGC journey too. One of our stronger players across the board for sure, but sort of finding her way, finding her own niche in this space. She seemed really excited about Nanase's whole aesthetic deal and the speed of her. Really enjoying Hair Car right now and the big normals, as we can see, and some of her more interesting aerial options and like air-based movement mix-ups that Nanase is known for. You know, I don't even know if she knows about her like fireball set play yet.
Yeah.
So there's, you know, there's a lot of room for her left to grow with this character for sure. But I think it's a genuinely good choice. Really strong normals, fun set play options, equally powerful rushdown options to follow the set play. It's sort of a Dawn type pick.
On the other hand, though, I think Uzuki, especially if you're not familiar with both the game and Legacy and the new version, especially since Uzuki has only been out for a few months, this was something that Fennel was very much looking forward to because she didn't want to be playing Seth anymore, very famously. And I mean, I think Uzuki kind of fits her vibe. She's a bit of a grim, deranged person to begin with, so Uzuki probably fits very well. And
direct quote, LiteTheIronMan. Yep.
And you know, playing a deranged character also means that your opponent is probably going to have a difficult time figuring out, you know, what the hell's going on.
If you don't know what Uzuki does,
Gambler
is the girl.
Yeah.
Oh, these two are funny.
So
Havoc picked up the game like a month ago, a couple weeks or like a week or something before his first ever UNI2 tournament here at our first grid break, and he nearly took it. He put on an extremely strong showing for very, very limited lab and practice time and experience with the game. He had his, again, one of our killers here, a known winner of our Strive tournaments, so his amazing fundamentals and neutrals on like a rushdown type, Shoto type character, going really far.
Yeah, Havoc playing Hyde, who I mentioned literally last game, like a best-in-class, like does everything pretty well character. Very fitting for Havoc, who plays Soul and Chip in other games. We know Gambler probably more for Jacko than for Johnny, but the Johnny experience and power level both translate here because Yuzu is a highly specialized character who is also widely considered to be one of the best characters in the game, if not the absolute best one.
Gambler has activated their stand Rude Buster and is about to pull a surprise win of this whole tournament on all of us by doing one basic difficult to mix combo and a lot of really screwed up neutral shit and just doing like 4k damage per confirm.
Yeah, we'll see. It seems like Havoc is bringing it back here. Havoc has some pretty, like, the nice thing about Hyde is that he's easy to pick up and he stays really strong the more you play and the more you learn. And there's always something more to learn with Hyde. So with good fundamentals and with like general knowledge of your buttons, you can kind of rely on very simple Okizeme, very simple fireball and anti-zoning.
This is what Gambler loves to do in these side game for Gambler brackets, is pick a character who can run away like very safely and effectively, because the opponent doesn't know necessarily how to catch you or pin you down on a character they don't have a lot of experience fighting against. So if you can run, then you just need to get a few wins and a few hits in, and you can spend the rest of the time being a pixie, no matter what character you're on. I mean, Yuzu is not a pixie, but...
It is also the case, though, that, I mean, if Gambler plays that way, he did pick a good character to do that with, because Like, Yuzu is probably even harder to contest than other dedicated zoners in this game, such as Hilda. I have no joke been counter hit from the bottom left corner of the screen while Yuzu is in the top right corner of the screen from full screen, and that's just kind of the character that Yuzu is.
Yeah, I feel like this is another character. I mean, that's true for any fighting game for any character, but I feel like this is a character who you really don't want to not know what she does in this situation.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure that Havoc does know what's going on.
In that case, since it seems like Havoc, I don't know if Havoc can make this comeback here. He's trying very hard, but he's dropping these confirms.
Was that a roll in neutral?
Yes. I guess that's mostly fine. Because if you don't know what to do, what are you going to do?
Yeah, it's theoretically that gets past her big ol' fist miners, but...
So I guess for an explanation for the players who are unfamiliar, obviously Yuzu is this game's Iaido anime stance character, perhaps more significantly than Johnny, whereas Johnny has other tools like Insenga and Flip and Card or Coin, depending on the game. Yuzu literally only has the stance going for her, so her special move suite consists of her forks functions, which are pseudo reversals, and things that she can do in her misfiner stance. And then she has an air stance as typical of the character archetype as well. Much like traditional Iaido characters, she cannot block during the stance, but unlike traditional Iaido characters, her command dash during that stance is invincible, and she has like a pseudo DP in it as well.
What?
So,
Come on!
Yes. So catching her out while she's in stance, especially in the air, and especially given how large each finer is, it's pretty difficult. And on top of that, she can go back into stance with cancels, and she can use one of each finer while she's in stance before she has to exit and cancel the stance again. So. All this combined makes her a character much like X or Johnny, where labbing the character and practicing and is very rewarding.
Trading A's there for a second. We had a situation there for a moment where Havoc had Yuzu in the corner, and with no reversal option at that moment, Havoc's really good corner pressure setups, which he has in like every game he plays, on every character he plays, were honestly keeping Gambler locked down for a fripping minute. But he picked the wrong, he went low with his poke when he should have gone high, and Gambler jumped out, and now we're here, and it's 1-1 in game 2.
It is worth reminding people, much like Johnny, these finals are all strikes, which means that you can counter zone Yuzu if you know what you're doing. But it also means that any projectile invulnerable moves you try to use to navigate through them will lose.
It's a great adjustment from Havoc, knowing that Gambler is going to want to jump out of the corner as just like a, system level, player level thing, and adjusting to that and catching Gambler in the air to keep him in the corner. Great adjustment. Again, see this aerial pressure now, keeping Gambler more earnestly locked down. Oh, but ends that string wrong and winds up getting counter hit.
And
oh my god! See? Reversal infinite worth!
It wasn't a reversal though, it was just full screen. He saw him pressing a fireball at full screen and he was like, oh, I'm gonna be cheeky about it.
It's a reversal because he wasn't hitting and then he was hitting. It was reversed. It was a reversey.
I like the stagger pressure coming out from Havoc, but he presses the wrong thing at the wrong time. Okay, does manage
But he
to
uses an
punish
EX Fireball to just clean that round out while Gambler is doing some buster shit. See?
Yeah.
Again, it's like system level, like player level mix up scurrying strengths versus like system level really good Shoto Fundies strengths. It's a very interesting matchup, seeing these two both for their first game playing each other. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Again, It'll be interesting, so interesting, seeing how everyone's like future matches go as they get more warmed up and they get set up in different situations. But I love how this
Yeah.
first round of Swiss has played out. I honestly couldn't have asked
Yeah.
for a better role from
Yeah.
the bracket. Thanks, Startachichi.
Two players who are really good at videos game, but not super good at Under Night in Birth 2. It's a very interesting thing to watch.
There's a lot of that, yeah, but there's, you know, different arrangements of it, and this one is just like you say, you know, two of our stronger players who don't touch this game that much. Havoc's been real busy with MVC3 lately. Good for him. And Strive. I think he placed really highly at a hotly contested Strive local recently, and he won a Marvel local recently. And Gambler, who knows? He's always playing some weird side bracket stuff and winning $15 so he can buy a single cone of ice cream and race with it online and be like, yippee! I mean, the ice cream, and then be like, I'm all out again. Help me! You gotta help me, boy.
He needs his Dippin' Dots money. He needs to go to, I don't know, Busch Gardens or wherever the fuck and go up to the ice cream man.
Oh my god. The Shoto fundamentals won out here. No more random bullshit. Hyde chasing down the escapes. Real pressure to keep Yuzu locked down. Return to room. Don't even joke about that. Stick with the character that's working for you.
Yeah, so this is the first game in our Swiss that has been a 1-to-1. So rather
Hotly
than a total
contested
shutout,
again.
yeah.
It's like we've been rambling about this whole time. These two are matched as players. So at this point, it'll sort of come out to who is more in line with their character right now. And Hyde is doing Hyde things, so it might be Havoc. I don't know.
Okay, Havoc almost had like the real Hyde combo there, just dropped it a little bit. He's not used to the execution.
But he's practiced those gently. I know he has. He's literally been in the lab, like learning different Hyde setups and looking into some deeper tech.
On the other hand, I think Gambler maybe forgot how to. I mean, he got in like once or twice, but maybe he's forgotten how to counter zone or use or leverage the fighter stance to dash in.
At the end of last round, he did an air-to-air fighter, which was obviously nothing and not the choice. I just think he's like too deep in the mind games right now, instead of just doing like, you know, basic zoning block strings with Yuzu. He's kind of feeling his oats a little too much, a little too slow on the DP punish. Mash on those. When they YRC mash, when they whiff EXDP mash. Come on, mash. You people love to mash. Why don't you mash when it's your turn? What's the problem? I can't understand this with Lars Canyon. It is the mashingest ass community I know of in the FGC, and yet, like, when it comes to like a whiffed system mechanic, they're like, oh no, take your turn, please. A fair fight is a fair fight. Focus, please.
Oh man, I mean, I don't think you're wrong, but I don't know. I don't really know what to say to that. Gambler manages to.
He pulls it off anyway with 1 health. I'll scream into the void as long as I want to. Gambler's still doing Gambler things and taking rounds, and good for him.
You guys in chat and in playing the bracket need to be nice to Miss Nettlebloom because she has a cold in her nose. So you need to make her not scream, because otherwise it's gonna blow its fucking tonsils out.
No,
Do you have your tonsils still?
Tonsils?
Yeah.
What are those?
Well, there are things in your throat that apparently grow
Isn't
back.
that the thing that like monks do with their hair? I'm not doing all that.
Okay, well, that's fine. Okay, yeah, so more fireball zoning. We're using the force function fireball in addition to the regular orbitar.
Yeah, I like mixing it up on that.
So the thing that Havoc does need to keep in mind here is that the force function fireball costs grid, which means that even if Gambler is in a bad position health-wise, he's going to have his Warple trade. Relying on that too much may cost him resources that he's not really aware of managing currently.
Sure.
And it seems to have been costing him because...
there we go.
Yeah.
Gambler could hear me shouting, finally.
All right, so Gambler.
These are really close rounds, though. Every one of
Yeah.
them in this third game. And in the second game, it was more dominantly in Havoc's favor. But these have all been pretty close, sort of taking their turns in the zoning.
Yeah. Gambler threatening to take the game here.
Really good throw techs again. Two players who clearly play a ton of fighting games because the throw techs are unbelievable.
This reversal that Havoc is doing.
Stop! That's three times.
Yeah, it's extremely unsafe and it hasn't worked. And in addition to costing meter, it also costs grid, which means that.
You have such strong zoning with your fireballs and your good normals, and you can like assault in and do weird air stuff. Isn't that like Hyde's thing? What's going on?
Hyde also has a real better DP than that. That also does not cost meter. So
no, or cost you the game and set.
Play quite a bit. Fennel is always willing to both learn new games and teach other people those games. So. I didn't really explain Uzuki that well last time, but I think so. Whist is familiar enough to kind of know when to take your turn and like hit Fennel. But in general, like Uzuki is very well equipped to kind of counter a bevy of different playstyles. She has like a strange stance set play that she can use to lock you down when she's set up. She has a bunch of like really awkward and like disjointed swings that she can use to approach or punish zoning, in addition to just straight up counter zoning and her own projectiles. And she also advances in really awkward ways that allow her to get in, including that peach float that we just saw, as well as her famous, her stolen from Mei Totsugeki.
Do you think Uzuki would resent being compared to the delightful and pink Princess Peach?
I don't think so. I think
it secretly bring her a lot of joy.
Yeah, I think
all women are princesses at heart.
I mean, I just finished watching Adventure Time, and it seems like there's a whole bunch of princesses that kind of just collaborate together, regardless of creed or goop or slime or evil or what have you, right? So
true enough. Did we see Miss Whist just took a round off Miss Fennel?
Yes.
Very cleanly too. A lot of great things happening. Holding on to flash kick when that like semi full screen Totsugeki comes in from Fennel, which she loves to throw. Again, there we go.
Yeah.
When she tries to retake her turn after Totsugeki. You know, with the distron it can be hard to punish, but flash kick's got you covered. Oh, the raw flash kick, the counter adjustment from Fennel though. We saw a couple gems set that limited Fennel's approach. A couple of her really good normals. Batista's really good normals, also preventing Fennel from approaching. And again, flash kick. It did work well, but Fennel is quick to adjust to player habits. This is true in any game. It's one of her real strengths as a player across games, is to notice what your crutches are and to kick them out from under your armpits.
Yeah, Fennel has been doing a really good job using, like, again, Uzuki's weird movements, such as that crawl to kind of navigate in low-profile zoning, and, just kind of bullying her way. Is that gonna... Okay, I will OTG, and that should just go. But yeah, calling out DPs, knowing when Whis is ending her turn in an unsafe block string, just navigating the gaps and zoning pretty well. Fennel took that pretty handily, although Whis did get some good hits and a round in, so we could absolutely see
we're seeing significant growth for Wysteir from the last tournament, and even across matches. Great brave starter. Fennel running in, trying to dash up grab there, I think. Was that the command grab?
Yeah.
She does love her command grabs. Fennel always wishing they'll make an honest girl grappler character in one of these modern fighting games. But until then, she's
gonna... grab is the it comes out of the coffin, but she does just like doing run up throw because she's not playing a hover dash character in this game, right?
That's true. That's true. Just so excited to have the option. My mistake.
Yeah.
Well.
She also does Guilty Gear reversal throw quite a bit, which is another thing that a lot of you guys do.
Another good option in this game, right?
Yeah. I will say I'm Mashalon. I do wake up DP a lot. I I don't do reversal throw in this game. It's not like that. I've consistently killed players who have tried to reversal throw me in FPS
Clean.
games.
The EXDP on the last hit taking it. And she had chain shift there. I don't know if she realized, or she had Vorpal, so she could have chain shift. But Miss Wiss had that round dead to rights, you know, a couple good throws, reversals from Fennel, but some brave button presses, sort of going on the offensive is Miss Wiss here. Yeah, sure. She's catching Fennel mashing and being overconfident, you know? How do you beat that with your slightly superior normals and specials as Wysteir?
Yeah, how to approach a woman who's holding down back and has an invisible flash kick and full screen fireball and laser beam, etc., etc.
With treats.
Yeah. the thing. Oh, okay. Reversal Totsugeki that coming out there to put Wisp back into the corner.
The big slamp claw to finish the round. She loves that option to close the round. Why wouldn't you? It's a ranged overhead that surprises them. But
she might be showing off for you, although Sabro is not an overhead. So whatever.
Well, they should make Slamp overhead when they patch Ramlethal. I mean, obviously she's already too weak in this patch. We can't have this discussion. That's a discussion for next week.
Fennel trying to go in for some real confirms here. Okay, but EX Dolphin gets baited here. I do want to say, oh, Fennel drops that combo.
Yeah, Slamp is not really a combo filler there.
I will say that one of the biggest improvements, and that kind of goes understated, is a good throw tech there. Is Wiss's willingness to actually hold forward and even assault at times. Because as I said during the Wysteir mirror, when you're first learning a charge zoner, that's not your first instinct. So
that dash normal hits from there. Sheesh.
Oh yeah, unfortunately I guess we forgot to mention also that Uzuki, while not an RNG character, has Faust items.
Yes, they go in a set order. It's what is it? It's Poison, Bomb, Freak.
Doll, yeah. So that is something that you have to worry about with regards to set play. I believe the poison effects.
Great fireball there. Was that EX fireball?
I think that was just a regular. I think that was a regular fireball, but Fennel burned meter there, trying to got punished. Yeah. So I believe, I don't totally remember, but I believe that the poison effects that Uzuki applies drain grid and bolster the effects of her subsequent moves. So whenever the poison effect is active,
you have to practice your own bomb combos.
Is this gonna kill? Yes, she's gonna show off her cross-cast fail-off.
Yeah. It will. Of course it does. Look
So
at how close that was, though.
Yeah, Wiss
2 rounds to each, and then Fennel taking the final one, still even 2 seconds. Line versus Nanase. We know what Lights Line does. I've talked to death about it. Very talented. Obviously a lot to deal with there. Nanase can sort of play the zoner in this matchup, hang back with disc, with various fireballs, and superior air-to-air options, and superior range. And I think we're definitely going to see Gambler, even if Gambler doesn't have the combos necessarily for that, they'll be pressing their advantages with those options. Yeah, there's the Gambler in chat. I don't even be playing this game, so you know they're already on some Buster shit. Johns for when they inevitably lose to LiteTheIronMan. I say trying to egg them on to win. Hi, Ivy, do you want to leave already? My cat would weigh in on this match, but he's so terribly hungry for kibbles, so I have to let him understand. A great low confirm into this cross-up combo, which we saw earlier. Miss Wiss commented on, like, knocking his opponent out of the corner with it, this time using it to his advantage. I think it's one of Light's main confirm combos, maybe because of like the frame window it allows, and it's just a more comfortable one for Light. I'm not sure why. Whatever reason, it's working for him. Up 2-0 in this first game against Gambler. Yep, no confirm on the cross-up, but that's hitting just about every time. Doing a couple of Rekkas, stopping just short of the last one. Gambler, you know, a reverse character knowledge situation here. You're not going to out-character knowledge LiteTheIronMan in this game. But him, even just playing the one character he does, might out-character knowledge you. We're about to see a perfect, oh my god, into infinite worth! The bad manner so unnecessary, as if to say, no bullshit out of you, Gambler. I know exactly what's going on. Hello, Miss Wiss.
I keep forgetting, and Light keeps killing so quickly.
Light makes quick work. It's not even his dinner time, don't feel bad for him. Good normal DP from Light to get out of the Oki. Good holding back at the end of his pressure, not skipping neutral, like Light is sort of famous for in Strive at least, if not all of his games. Playing patient there for a second, knowing that Gambler is a masher by heart, and so he should play safe to overcome that. I'm curious about the switch to Nanase here. I know Gambler had mentioned Nanase as one of the characters whose gender thing they really liked before, but I feel like Yuzu was really doing some good work, you know, able to space out with those finers, with that stance play, and with sort of the pixie runaway stuff. Nanase is having a harder time with that, and her damage by default on these short strings is lower than Yuzu Riha's. So I don't, you know, imagine playing Millia Rage and only hitting like 2k 2D over and over, you know, you're not getting the damage you need. That's a 10 touch kill versus a 3 touch kill, like you said last time, Miss Wiss from Light.
It's also pretty devastating switching to a character with a little less range. So you end up in this situation a lot where you're under pressure from LiteTheIronMan, who's thriving at this distance.
Yeah.
And just run mix for free.
It's like I was saying during Gates' first game too. Nanase actually can play a really strong sort of zoning, you know, full screen run up at her leisure game, but you have to know about that. You have to know just how to use her versus finers, which you can just throw finers. But Light, like, that's that. Light is so fast.
Good at everything, can be played in every other way. I think Hyde is slightly stronger in terms of like pure aggression, but I think Nanase in turn has a little bit more set play and air mobility. So it remains to be seen if something that I think Gates will need to remember that she has is Sword Car. Sword Car is one of Nanase's prime movement options, and it has Rekka follow-ups. The Rekka follow-ups are crucial to her both staying safe and enabling her mix-ups. The A follow-up on Sword Car gets her better combos if she gets a counter hit, but it's generally very unsafe. The B follow-up is an overhead, which means that if you have meter or PS afterwards, or even if a tight link, you can confirm off of that if you catch your opponent blocking low. The C follow-up will pass through and will generally make your pressure safer, in addition to extending combos if you manage to hit confirm Sword Car. I would really like to see more of this movement coming out from this Nanase, because it is a key component of her game plan. It basically starts everything for her, but I think Dawn is either unfamiliar with the move, is not using the safe follow-ups, or seems to be more content to be poking with 5B, which is not necessarily a bad option. But if you don't know how to bully your way in against Hyde, Hyde will just run over you, as we see Havoc doing right now.
For sure. She goes by Gates, by the way, because we already have another Dawn.
Yes. we have Gates of Dawn, and then we have Dawn, and I mean, I don't know if
Fighting back. Nice combo.
I don't know if Gates wants me to use her chosen name on commentary, so I'm just not so. But okay, good dead angle there. Excuse me, filthy guilty gear player. It's a guard thrust. But, so in addition, so Nanase also has a good fireball game and counter zoning. The caveat is that she needs to be in the air to use her fireballs. But
dangerous spot to be.
Yeah. So if she can also do TK inputs in order to make her fireballs low to the ground and get like real quote-unquote fireball game in the same way that someone like Hyde or Akatsuki might use. But so learning these little quirks of this character, who is sort of like a Milia Shoto, is very important if you want to stick with this character. And I do think sticking with this character is very good because she's, much like Hyde, she's very good and strong at all levels.
I want to say that was some good exploration on Gates' part earlier there with the little cross-up, really getting in, landing some hits. Very impressive for basically day 0, hour 5. No, not even. Minute 20, I believe was that.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
I will
Huge chunk
say
of that health bar.
I will say to bully a little bit. You did have the opportunity to practice some UNI2 before bracket, but you decided to play 2 very different
Come
games.
on, we're not treading this old ground. What's done is done. I was playing Umineko before bracket. I did no practice.
Umineko is a fighting game.
Umineko is not a fighting game! Well, I guess it is.
Umineko allows you to practice your mental stack, which is a good fundamental play for any fighting game that you can transfer that over to. Havoc
I was
playing
able to follow up after that hit from the air. Jump cancel?
Yeah, that air Tatsu is, well, not air Tatsu. That Tatsu has 3 follow-ups, and it's like a big cornerstone of Hyde's combo extensions, as well as like it can be a decent guerrilla approach. Yeah. Havoc knows the follow-up to get more damage after the Tatsu, but he keeps dropping it, which just means that he needs to, lab the link a little bit better. But in general, you can do up to 3 follow-ups after the Tatsu, and then link, and then loop into a combo that ends in the Tatsu again. So it's like between that and moves like 6-6C, it's Hyde has a lot of really fun guerrilla options to approach with.
Real quick, oh, nice!
There we go.
Kill, yeah. I think Gates is really getting the hang of Nanase after all of this. Exploring those options, getting a real good feel for it. Gates is a very strong player. Never mind everything else, was able to take a round off of Havoc, who did place very well our last tournament.
Yeah. Alright, mashing on the... in this matchup in particular, that horizontal reversal is pretty good because it allows you to approach against Nanase and get through her zoning. Although we're not seeing a whole lot of fireball game from Nanase. Nanase has a lot of really good approach options in addition to Sword Car. She has her force function, which is on the ground. It's basically the only super jump in this game. There's no traditional super jump. And in the air, she can use her force function as a peach float, kind of like Kuon can use his fly, and Uzuki can also use her float.
Close.
Yep.
Really good effort from Dawn there. A lot of back and forths in the second round. It's very impressive to see.
Yeah, so right as it seemed like Dawn was like figuring out how to play the character and it's to get you guys more matches and more opportunity to play. That's even why we have the Lars round format. But yeah, as Nettle very
I'm jumping back on the mic for Elt. This character I know this one. I got that reference.
So Ciao was playing that earlier, but has decided to switch to Eltnum. I think they look much more comfortable here than with that. Eltnum,
makes sense.
Again, much like I keep saying this a lot about a handful of characters. It's because these characters are all Kai, Akatsuki, Nanase, and Eltnum are kind of like jack of all stats characters, but they also still specialize or have a system tool that separates them from each other. In Eltnum's case, it's the fact that she basically plays exactly like Sion. I think Sion from Old Melty, which in turn comes with the bullet meter. Reloading the bullets properly enhances the next subsequent shots, and is a key part of her harder combos.
She's also deceptively a really strong zoner.
Nice
because
kill.
of her very long sweep. She has these like normals that have the wire, as you can see there.
Yeah, her 5C, 2C, her like gunshots that zone, and her Etherlight moves all allow her to control a wide range of space. In exchange, I think learning how to manage your reloads and getting the backwards reversal inputs make her pretty challenging executionally. But she is also just a character who has basically everything you could want in a fighting game character. So, including that dive kick, which is very strong.
Her dive kick mixes up her air options, her gun enders are very safe and are frequently multi-hits, you have to block all of those. Her DP whiffed there, but it is one of the better ones, is my understanding, like, hitbox and data-wise.
Yes.
Oh, the reversal infinite worth into chain shift, there you go. Getting hit out of that.
Yeah, that time Ciao recognized that it was like a bad option, but they weren't ready for what Dave was going to press afterwards. So.
Yeah, maybe not knowing how to deal with Merkava's bizarre shit. Which, fair. Again, that's where this kind of character thrives.
But definitely, I do think looking much more comfortable with Eltnum than that, and I would encourage playing with this character a lot more. On the other hand, though, Dave, Dave has practiced this game quite a bit, and I think feels pretty at home with Merkava due to his similarities to Faust. Maybe to most people, maybe that seems like we're being a little facetious, but he does have similar air movement. He has Zato Flight as opposed to like the weird Fauster dash, but other than that, like. His kids function basically like mini Fausts, and his weird air movement and spicy zoning all fit like Faust pretty perfectly. He has so there's like a lot of stuff going on.
Jess says, I've been yoinked, scared face, because Eltnum got carried off at the end of the route. Yeah, actually, you get yoinked by Merkava at the end of the first game. You can't play the second game. That's the end of the set.
Merkava, a very terrifying character. He just eat a U whenever you lose to him. So,
scary, scary. Yeah, it is a genuine one-to-one with how Dave plays Faust, with the J2K, constantly in the air, just as an Oki option to sort of mix you up, even though he's already in on you, constant using a 2P, or in this case 2A, to again Oki you, catch you, any sort of Abare or backdash or anything getting caught by that.
He also has like deceptive like air zoning with things like the fireball and the J2K. Although, well, or JTB, excuse me. Although Merkava dive kick is a little funky, but the main
there it is again. 2A into a full confirm. It works. No, the infinite worth isn't gonna work, honey. Do something else. There we go. We see the roll kick combo filler. That's like Elt's main combo filler there, but without a follow-up. Her combo routes are very strong, but they're a little complex, so without practicing those, it can be really tricky to get a good, safe, full combo with Elt. Even though she can...
I will say, if you pick a character and then someone like me says that this character is hard, don't let that discourage you from continuing to practice the character. Because
No, not
the
at all.
yeah.
Practicing her trials as the first character I played ever in this game, in this series. Oh, Dave spinning you around into chain shift, into confirm, so
Yeah.
clean as far as play in this game goes. Dave showing a dominant performance in that
Yeah.
set. Really,
Dave-
really super comfortable.
The
We don't
Royale,
Light being sort of Fennel's rival in this game, with her wanting to be the very best like no one ever was, and Light being the Mendoza guy, Sloth from Full Metal Alchemist, if you know what that is. Tired,
If you haven't watched
exhausted,
Full Metal
wanting
Alchemist,
everything.
you should watch Full Metal Alchemist. Good start from
should.
Fennel here in the first interaction, but Coffin
Light
losing
turning it
Light's
back
approach.
around. Their health is evenly matched, their meter is evenly matched. Light
But not
winning
the grid.
Oracle right now. Yeah, but doesn't matter if you got counter hit, it's not going to do a lot for you. It's definitely, it is evenly matched between these two. We have the passion coming from Fennel, the gender euphoria, drift compatibility versus, yeah, the really smart, old head, fundamentals, Shoto playstyle, backdashing, waiting for a whiff for his turn to run in, playstyle from Light.
Real quick, I do wanna say, CSing, trying to EX Dolphin through that, and Light blocking it, that was insane. That was nuts.
Yeah.
Using the CS at 200 EXS though, that's hurts a little on the meter efficiency,
Yeah.
but I'll let it slide.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Throw out an EX? You might make yourself negative, Sometimes you need the RC tech from the CS more than you need the meter. Pretty
Cinches
dominant
the
second
win
round from
anyway.
Light. Yeah.
Caught by the tail end of that dash.
I'm telling you, that move is crazy. She has a lot of scary stuff, but that dash attack is something to be feared in her kit. Wow, the coffin stance from Fennel. You rarely see her pull that out, but it's working in the corner, Oki.
What if I do that instead? Ooh.
Yeah, you're EX? No, I'm EX. Super Flash, Super Flash.
Very, very high jump coming out from Light to jump over the skeleton hand, trying to take the turn back and some pressure, but it's not enough to cinch it.
Maybe not the move there, yeah, because a really solid punish from Fennel to take the round. Good defense too, knowing to respect. Oh, hints of Mist Finder from that special out of Line, and able to catch Fennel out. She's trying to punish Line, but Line has options. That's the thing. This character has more
Nice throw.
ranges than you think. She's grappling.
Nice, potions out. Probably considering some items to use in the future because they are in a sequence.
I wonder. I would feel like it would be really risky to throw out items against Light. The potion did take Vorpal for her for that turn, which is great, but you gotta be so careful. Oh, dropping her bread and butter, so sad. Oh, into the Line EX flip. Is this a... Light doesn't have any meter left, so can't finish that off, but one low
The
poke.
stagger! Noticing that Fennel had full meter, able to reversal Dolphin, but it's a game of chicken at that point. Whoever draws first wins.
Light just a little braver at the end there with that fundamentals stagger pressure. A low normal's all it takes. Fennel getting first blood though, the second game.
For sure, for sure. Nice throw. Items down with the poison
Tick
on.
throw, poison on, stealing grid. Winning 2 cycles in a row. Goodness gracious. Baiting out a DP but no punish.
Good spacing trap, and there it is.
Perfect.
Beautiful round. See if Light can take this one back. Oh, whiffing that. I believe that's the 3C in front, getting punished for it. Did not block low.
Yeah. Uzuki wants to be moving forward and running in, or otherwise
Nice.
inputting some kind of move. She won't be blocking low. It's not a down back character. Oh,
CS gets tagged, but unfortunately unable to convert off that.
no confirm off the hair poke. So sad.
Light's been giving Fennel that just split second to check Dolphin. Really respecting that and then applying pressure immediately after. Not a lot of breathing room.
No, the clean feint, that is usually like a high or a mid, but there's a feint version of that too that ends in a low slide, and Light managing to pull that one out just in time to steal that last pixel of HP. Crossing up Fennel here too, dodging those coffin normals deftly.
Yeah, a lot of drops coming in from Fennel's side. The Dolphins finally comes out, but Light's been respecting everything.
Light is watching out for mashing, you know? He has no reason not to wait his turn, because Line can just sort of mash out on block.
Oh, I missed that opportunity when there's that little bit of space created there. The stagger pressure and the spacing pressure and the everything pressure is immense. Another good start from Fennel.
Yes. EX hat, Fireball, Ender, applying the poison. Oh, a great pickup off of a counter hit, but not able to confirm it.
Caught by the dash.
Another mid-screen confirm, pushing Light towards the corner, closer and closer.
The spacing trap, will this? Yeah!
Yes! Excellent. 2-2.
Right.
Final round in game 2 here. Let's see if Miss Fennel can put this to a final game situation.
Very
situation.
Defense from crossing up. Gets in with the overhead.
Light with 200 meter. About to win the Vorpal. Yep. So many turns to take here. Not a situation where you want to press against anything Light is doing too. Oh,
yeah.
She might have to be brave here.
Tried to.
Doesn't even get the chance. Light's suffocating pressure, finishing that with a perfect. Such a close game between those two. Fennel with some dominant wins in neutral, able to read out Light's options, but it's just not enough this time. Light takes the game.
For this, because for many of these players, this was their first fighting game that they were taking seriously. But Whis and Strive was playing a character who, while very aggressive, did not have a dash, right? So
it is an entirely different paradigm. So many things changed.
Yeah. So she's gone from like a character who can't move normally at all to a character who can move normally but may not always want to, and so now she kind of has to. I mean, Vat does have a kind of weird step dash, but it is a dash. It's not like an awkward walk or a command dash or something like that, like Margarita does. So she's kind of learning how to walk after learning how to run, in a way. So it will be very interesting to see what sorts of fundamentals she internalizes in this game. Already doing a really good job of
that's the first round to her, though. Yeah. I mean, well, you're talking about, you know, how tricky it is for her to adapt, you know, really playing to her character's strengths. Like I said, she's starting to understand, you know, what playing Batista, what playing the down back charge character is. You hold your flash kick to keep them off of you, you keep them out, and she's even experimenting with some approaching pressure. Yeah. Yes, excellent. Using those great normals. What is that? Is that like 5B? That's spinning disc?
Yeah, I think so.
Excellent. Confirming that into a special, into a steer ender. It's great. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. That's kind of what I was expecting Havoc to do. Havoc does have
timing on the Oki, though. Gets reversal thrown for her. Miss. Darn. It's first round, second round to Havoc.
So the main thing that Wiz has to worry about now, I think, is that Havoc does know a little bit about how to kill the projectiles.
Yes.
So I think Wiz needs to learn how to vary her projectiles. So in addition to throwing out just the orb, she could attempt to throw out the beam or any other tools or metered versions of her zoning in order to make the projectiles a little bit harder to kill and pass through.
In the previous tournament, she was getting a lot of work out of using Vat's auto guard, which I know that option can be, you know, risky in its own ways, but if Hyde is going for these full screen fireballs, that's not a bad option in its own right, to keep him pinned down back there and protect yourself.
Yes, I do agree. Oh, but again, That 236 BC is Hyde's go-to tool when he has
Yeah.
100 meter and wants to get through zoning. So
Yeah, it's more useful here than it was against Yuzu, that's for sure. Past a fireball and into her hurt box to take the second round for this match.
Yeah, so I would like to see more of those lasers in order, because the lasers are because Havoc manages to get in when Whis is like, oh well, I'm panicking, I don't know like how to stop
Good
the counter
block,
zoner.
yes.
There
yes,
we go.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish
Baiting
you
out
had pressed
the
an
236.
EX before the steer ender, but I'm still really
Yep,
good.
and punish
yes,
the Tatsu
yes.
with the, yeah.
Such smart defensive play from Whis. You know, she doesn't have the combos or like the strongest Oki right now, but she is playing a defensive wait for you to mess up type character, and it's working for her.
Yep,
Great EX
buffering-
flash.
Yeah, buffering the down input while teching in the air, so that, oh, good grid break, this is...
Wow, that's like our first grid break this tournament, I think, genuinely. It might be the first grid break at Grid Break. Grid Break mentioned! Yay! Oh, whiffs a flash kick there. That's okay, we're still in this. Oh, at that range, yeah, you have to be careful about even unmetered gap closers from Hyde. He can get in on you. His buttons are faster and bigger by a little bit. Your game plan is different from his. You don't want to... Oh, really smart chain shift to make herself safe there. Great awareness of meters from Whis, but there it is again.
Havoc knows now that the steer ender on block is not safe. So that is going to be a habit that she'll have to unlearn. There is a tutorial in this game that teaches you how to dash block and approach a zoner, and the tutorial dummy that
Is
the
Batista.
game uses is Batista firing full screen laser beams. I think Whis, I think what Whis needs to do in order to leverage this counter zoning that Havoc seems to be really fond of is to put Havoc in that tutorial. We're already on the training stage. So,
Yeah, this is almost exactly that situation,
Yeah.
except for colors. But these are obviously, because these are the LCN players playing these characters. These are the canon colors of these characters. Yeah. I think more laser would be good. There's a very small gap. If you're partitioning your charges right, you can chain fire that thing. It is a machine gun.
Yeah, basically.
It hit.
Yeah.
She is feeling so vindicated now. The reversal infinite worth. It works.
Yeah, Havoc swung 5C or something and just blew him up for it.
This is Hyde's house, as we know. Interesting that Havoc. Great flash kick. Great call out. Careful. Oh, so scary. Yeah. Maybe wanting
Meter
flash kick there. Maybe expecting a sort of mix-up of some sort from Havoc, but layer 1, run up and hit them with a low. They'll never expect rock.
So Havoc gets a little bit too greedy here, and then that's when he gets hit by beams or whatever. So, but Batista in the corner, Whis not able to find the defensive options she wants. Get a barre there, and he's using steer ender at longer ranges to make sure that she stays safe. A little bit better. But although your 2B is good, it's not that good. So if you're just swinging, you're gonna get caught here, and Havoc does have combos, so he's able to leverage hits into better damage. So now Havoc on set point here.
Yeah, more having caught on to Whis' playstyle so far, Havoc has made his own adjustments. Oh, using an EX fireball of her own, so smart, but no full confirm off of that. Yep, just
DP.
a normal DP.
Punch the
Oh,
flash
domination 101. Oh, and you have so much grid. There we go. Cashing out. Setting up a disco ball. I think that's her first disco ball into a normal hit, mid disco ball hit, into a steer ender. Great job, Wysteir.
I mentioned it an hour and a half ago as a good use of meter for zoning and Oki, and she's finally deploying it here. So
it works. No. Hyde is gonna jump over and in on you in the corner at that range. Hyde's gonna jump! Ow, ow, ow. Trying to shoot off a fireball there, but it's just too close.
Yeah,
a strong showing, though, from Wiz. She is just feeling out her different options. I picked Nonasai because I've played her more or less. That was my first time ever playing Yuzu, but she is quite fun. I cannot hide from her anymore. Here we're seeing that. Versus Dave, extremely comfortable with a lot of experience on Merc, but the drift compatibility between Gambler and Yuzu was huge, I think.
Yeah,
so
I think so too. I think if you're like Gambler and you were already playing Johnny, you'll probably love Yuzu, I think, without saying any more. I don't think I'm allowed to make those jokes, but Miller finding an opening in Gambler's approach and setting up some meaty JCs here. That dive kick is not that safe, but it's fine. Yeah,
these full screen hit grabs are gonna keep hitting as long as people keep not being ready for it, you know?
Yeah. It also doesn't hurt at all that it is generally a pretty good option against Yuzu. If Yuzu's full screen and in stance, then you can just get a good counter hit. Because I believe she's counter hit state during the entire stance, in addition to being unable to block. Don't quote me on that. But,
I'm gonna quote you on that from now on.
Oh well. I already got in trouble once on Twitter for getting something wrong about a uni mechanic, and then I'm not.
You should get in trouble for being online more often, I think.
You're always trying to get me in trouble for being online. Period,
I'm doing my best. Dave, yeah, dominantly again, setting up a Worms smorgasbord into more hit grabs. These are going to keep working. It's sort of why change up the game plan if it's so strong. Running up and hitting Yuzu with a basic low jab. It's also going to keep working. Dave's favorite, Gambler's least favorite to block against, so keep doing it. Oh, there we go. Gambler's turn to mash out with 2A, and it works.
Yeah, the thing there, while Dave is being very consistent, he's very proud of whenever he's able to set up worms, but you need those worms in order to guarantee that your Oki is real. So, but another air to ground hit grab will take it for Dave. So that goes game 1 to Dave.
Big sisters are currently getting eaten by creatures. This is justice. This is good. This is good. This is what being a stance big sister does to an MFer.
I didn't realize that you would have knowing you, I didn't realize you would have a vendetta against tomboy big sisters with no dachis, but I guess I learned more about
she's cute, but she should be lifted off by a bat and carried into the night. You know, this is both can be true. Both can be true.
All right.
She's canonically a... Oh man, the devs are really mixed up in this one, aren't they?
I guess so. I mean, she's like Alco. She's Diet Alco. How do you feel about Alco? She's the youngest child ever.
Yeah, Alco is also, a quote-unquote little sister, which she's not. Her older sister doesn't even exist, you know? She's a satanic creature. Focus. This... Dave is, again, cutting through Yuzuriha like hot butter. Fully comfortable with this and looking primed to place top 4 in the sort of finals bracket that we're coming up on here as we come up on the last round of Swiss. Dave is looking scary. It'll be a question of if people can adjust to this pressure, you know, and respect Rakava's options, because the name of the game so far has been who mashes the best when, you know? People aren't really... Not everyone necessarily is at a point yet where they're playing a respectful neutral. Yeah. So it's probably right there is a good place to hit. Yeah, exactly. Seeing some good adjustments from Gambler here. I would love to see Gambler take this one back from the reverse, but...
but I thought certainly that Gambler had baited that, but he did not. He pressed after the super flash, which is very silly. Alright. Oh no.
Gambler said I'm different. I can jab you out of super. I don't care. This is Gambler things, and then died. You know, that's okay. This is the Gambler mindset, which we know and love. We love to see it. Wacky Wiggling Arms. I think that is the official name of the move, like in the lore. Yeah.
Yeah, little known fact about Merkava is that he has a day job as one of those inflatable thingies that you see
As
outside
a tube man, like from a mid-thousands American cartoon. Yeah, that's great.
I'm really glad that I'm able to sucker you into my irrelevant commentary right as Dave's about to win this set, because this is exactly what
you people on commentary are villains. I'm trying to do the hybrid style, and all we talk about is who's a big sis, who's a little sis, and what's the funniest cartoons reference you can imagine.
You brought that up before I did.
What was
Dave?
Goodbye, Yuzuriha. Dave carries her off. Is that a fireball? That shit hit instantly.
Yeah. So I mean,
That's
so
what I'm
Merkava.
saying, sir. I'm a streamer, okay, professional anyway. Here we go. Line versus Hyde.
We got the red versus blue going on. First touch
When I
from
said
Light.
get in the room, I'm gonna fuck you up, Hyde. I think this is canon.
Real, yeah. This is a basic training match, and oh, Hyde
Sure
misses one
is,
something
so
pits her
far.
off. A fireball gets him in the overhead. Utterly merciless pressure. Oh, trying to find a moment to press, but no dice.
My god, that was a fast round one. I was trying to look at a couple things here and start, and it was already... Light did not check in, just for the record.
Mr. the Iron Man.
So I get to throw him into the meat grinder forever, even if he is winning pretty handily right now. Oh,
Nice.
seeing a guard thrust out of Hyde, interesting, using that metered, gridded option. Sort of a YRC equivalent for the Strive players.
A little bit of game of chicken there of dash block up, and I dash block up. And we stare deeply in each other in each other's eyes, and Linne stabs me in the chest.
These two are not allowed to be in love. Hyde
No.
doesn't deserve knife girls.
Not even a little bit. Another guard thrust.
It is interesting though, because they have the same play style. They do like slightly different things. Like Line's up close game is a little stronger than Hyde's, arguably, and Hyde's fireball game is stronger, and we're sort of seeing that right now.
Unfortunately, I think it was a bad call to throw that fireball out. It appeared behind Linne, and calling out that fake pressure, it regrettably did nothing, and now he's been thrown.
The tick throw catching Havoc chicken blocking, and that is a fast game one to Light. You know, Havoc being one of our strongest showings here tonight, but still. The run up DP from Light to start? Who is this? Do I know you? Where is Light?
Oh my. And it Vaylee crossed up too. Hyde's leg went in on the wrong side after that. Very unfortunate. Unable to punish, and now in the corner.
Day
immense
one in
pressure.
chat is saying that was a fake throw to end the last round. Do remember, there's a sizable window for teching
Gold throws.
tick throws. Oh, and there it happens again into the grid break into the round. Sheesh.
Yeah.
All throws are fake. Thank you, Joe.
In Under Night specifically, you can throw during block stun, and I believe that's how you get the golden ones. Light will have to confirm after
You
this.
can, but there's like a genuinely reactable window for teching. It's like between like 16 and 20 frames or something like that. Yeah, the EX flip, there is... I don't know if there's invincibility on that, or if Light just knows the hitbox that well.
Ooh, tries to cross up, gets punished. Havoc doing really well in this one.
Oh, the pogo confirmed, but still drops the combo. That's okay. Gets a low tag. Yeah, literally.
All right. One round to Havoc gets hit.
The immediate overhead. Sure. It's been all low pokes like this whole tournament. Why not block low until proven otherwise? I'm loving these like fake ass air multi-hit fireballs from Light as setup. It's a good option to keep them pressed, but not pressed enough because now he's in the corner.
Another tick throw. Another one. Oh, the stagger.
Chain shifting at the end of Light's Rekka, but throwing out the wrong option. Light's shimmies. I noticed this during the finals bracket last time too. This was true when Light was playing Jesse's phone on, just out of range. Oh my god, the full screen flip to catch you high dashing.
Oh my goodness.
In the corner now, guard thrust, another successful guard crush, but gets crossed up from the full screen flip. It's not even EX, but it hits that other side. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Hits her out of the startup of that flip with the low. It works. The drop is so sad.
Facing.
Having you play Marvel, practice your combos. No.
Tagged by the low.
There's an 18 frame
wow.
window to tech golden throws.
Yeah, yeah.
And that is not a real run-up DP. That is only an anti-air. Which is why she can jump afterwards. Which is why that worked every time. GG's was to me. Dave has not lost yet, I believe. So, or no, Dave. I also beat Dave. So both of these players have lost to me, which is why they got put up against Swiss. So.
But they had very strong showings otherwise, so it'll be interesting to see. I don't know how much experience Fennel has against this character, but she's had the whole bracket to see what Dave is doing with Merkava. Even still, you know, the knowledge isn't enough. There's a lot of mix-ups to deal with. There's oppressive low jabs versus the overheads, the aerials.
I think the main thing the Fennel have to keep in mind here is that Uzuki's defensive options, while strong, are very niche. Whereas like Merkava has really, really oppressive corner pressure and is just a big bully.
Yeah, if she can avoid getting Merkava on top of her, confoundingly, she wins sort of the zoning into mid-range, into oppression game. But if Merkava winds up close up, a bad option chosen from Dave, trying to like skip neutral to get in, but missing the hitbox gets punished. That's a perfect for Fennel in that next round. She does know what she's doing with this character. Juicer asks what shielding does, in a basic sense. What does like a blue shielding do?
Alright, so I explained it earlier, but just to go into it a little bit more depth, shield is basically your command defensive option. In this game, it functions both like faultless defense and instant block, depending on the color of shield you get. You want to blue shield, which is shielding when you're not in block stun, in order to change the frame data of your opponent's move, get your turn back, and just like kind of render certain things fake. Basically, certain block strings will become fake if you blue shield them. If you green shield, which is shielding during block stun, it costs a lot of meter, and you reduce your frame advantage substantially, but in exchange, you get a little bit of push block, so it's still rewarding to green shield. However, it's a little bit riskier. The main thing, unlike instant blocking in faultless defense,
sweep to interrupt that offense from Merkava, and she's in now. Yes, go Fennel, go.
All right, we're gonna continue this pressure here with CS, a gold throw. We have 200 meter here, and we have items to make this real.
Yes,
right,
yes.
Fennel
Oh, please.
Take this ramp.
No.
Combo.
Oh, the drop, and now she's in such a scary position. Green shielding CS to try to get out, but already has to hold those low normals.
Right. Bringing it to round 5.
Using her big drill normal, slightly disjointed to beat out Merkava's close normals too. Thank goodness. Round 5.
Perhaps the most dangerous and most distinct difference between shielding and a system mechanic like FD and IB is that while shielding, you cannot switch your shield direction.
Love the dash under to that B and B. She's just added that in recently. It's good.
Which means if you catch your opponent shielding or attempting to shield in an incorrect way and you mix them up, you get a guaranteed grid break, basically. Fennel getting opened up by the salt overhead after being hit by the worm mix-up.
Yeah, there were worms into throw into assault overhead. That was devious out of Dave. Such a close game, though.
Juicer, to be clear, it does have both. It does affect both push black and frame data. The blue shield leaves your opponent minus. Green shield leaves your opponent plus, but has pushback, and costs a little bit of EXS in addition to grid.
Gets the hit grab to get in on Fennel, but again, when you're not in the corner, when you don't have Uzuki in the corner, rather, I should say, her options are stronger than yours at this weird range, so you have to be very careful. A lot of back and forth with, you know, Dave's... other character knowledge has nothing to do with it. Dave's like total trust in his own buttons and spacings and distances and everything. The other character is just a hitbox on the screen, and trying a lot of different flyback, normals, that sort of thing. Chain shift into EX Dolphin. It's always interesting that she does it in that order. I wonder if it's a meter thing. Oh, the timing on the dash!
Yeah.
So sad. She almost had that whole round. What a shame.
That 2A is very large and somehow managed to catch the 6-6B.
Yeah, you have to watch out for that. That's the kill button. Dave loves to press it, knows when to press it, knows where to press it, and it's good too. You have to be careful for that.
It's an insanely privileged crouching jab in this game.
The poison. Oh.
Does not bait the reversal. Was doing really good at baiting the reversal last game, but
yeah,
this time,
I think she thought poison would be safe. The item toss, it's not. You have to be really careful about that. Yes, using... Oh, no pickup on the stray dolphin hit. Oh. She has Vorpal. For now.
Alright,
has to block the worms. Yes, 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 yes. Great, great, great chain shift at the unsafe, what is that? Lust Shaker on Merkava?
Yeah, it's like a... I mean, I don't want to make a JoJo's joke, but that's kind of what it is. It's just a bunch of fists that he's like swinging, and then he's like a little bit minus afterwards. So it extends his blocking pressure. He spends meter on it to make it invincible, which is the reversal that Fennel has to be aware of in situations like this.
Coffin mode, you don't want to. She's doing so well, just waiting for... Oh, the... Air EX grab? What on earth? This character. She's been doing so good waiting for Dave to throw out unsafe, you know, whiff normals in that medium range, but when she throws out the coffin mode or the unsafe item, she got a safe poison earlier, but when she throws out those other options,
yeah,
the worms, you just have to hold that. Ow.
I think was trying to buffer a reversal super there, or reversal dolphin or something, but got caught by the worm.
Run up sweep. Either Dave's going to try to jump or he's going to try to press something. Smart to do that, smart to get him into the corner, but, you know, using his own big normals to catch her trying to jump in, maybe was what happened there?
Yeah.
It's already passed. Her B&B using the hat fireball to apply poison. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, please. Yes!
It is very, very amusing to me to watch Fennel catch Dave out with all these 4Cs and 6Cs, considering how much Dave loves Faust 6H as an option.
Uh-huh.
So,
She's
finally
on the
respect
foot
the
now.
2A. Oh, but...
Yeah,
okay.
Yes, yes, sweep hits at that range, which is great. Not able to get a full pickup, but follows it up with another low into an actual full pickup. The 3.947 combo.
These rounds are really back and forth.
Such strong use of chain shift from
there we
this
go.
whole set. Genius, genius. Popping it down, it shows up, seeing where Dave's openings are, and throwing it just the right time to trade extremely favorably, not even trade, to punish with her disjointed sweeps and normals.
Ties
1-1. This is a match.
Yeah. After another game where they both went to round 5. Fennel finally kind of respecting the jab of RA, recognizing the timings at which Dave is going to try to mesh out.
Wow, the real Coffin Oki setup safely, properly, into poison. Oh my god.
Right,
yes,
go.
the drill, the resets of her own pressure. No, no, no! Just a touch against Dave will do it, but Dave can also do who knows how many mix-ups. You're spending everything on one combo. I don't know if that was the move, but it does keep Fennel locked down in that corner.
Real tick
into a throw.
But,
just one EX Dolphin. Invincible reversal to take it. That's all it takes. That was a beautiful round from Fennel. She should go back and look at that one. That's like the plan. That's God's plan there.
All right, EX Dolphin kills the worms and also punishes Dave's Okizeme.
I'm loving these ranged slamp starters too. You know, it's sort of a risky move in some situations, but with the way Dave's playing, it's really not, because he's gonna press a short Abare or otherwise some high shit.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that if like, first of all, these
the fake ass drilled dolphin loops. You can get out of those, but not if you don't know how. Yeah,
those are pretty tight, because that 4C is 7 frames, which is really insane for a C button on a command normal. And then
does
I guess
Merc have a metered reversal?
He does. He has, so the Lust Shaker, the Gatling gun fists, that is his reversal there. And then he has another version of it that goes into the air.
The coffin overhead is such BM. There we go.
Yeah. Both are very unsafe.
Oh, chain shift into getting hit by a Bare is so sad.
Yeah.
She has a full stick of butter, Fennel does, and the random hat explosion, what do you think that was?
I think it was probably Dolphin, but she may have done a TK on accident.
No.
Either way, it didn't work.
Furp our stupid Baka lives. We didn't want that.
Oh my god.
Round start EX Dolphin, why not? Because it puts her in a very advantageous position, and because of how fast she runs, she doesn't even have to combo over there. She can literally push with her funny umbrella fly Merkava into the corner. Yes, great punish on that falling non-EX fireball from Merkava with her crazy dash attack into another...
Yeah. Okay, showing off.
Yes! Why shouldn't she? It's the confirmed kill. It's stylish as fuck.
Yeah, I think
with
that's
the
very,
veil off infinite worth. She fucking takes the round.
I think with how that game and that set went back and forth, that was very well deserved. Fennel taking that, finishing her Swiss run 3-1.
Melty blood type Lumina.
Miyako.
Yes.
Sort of. I think that's similar. So I would say Miyako plays a little bit more like a cross between Jam and Slayer. She has like a kind of dandy step and a little bit of like Jam's kick specials. I don't.
What about this thing?
I don't think that the archetypal comparison is necessarily wrong, but Mika plays a little bit more like a pseudo grappler bruiser than anyone who's like kind of trying to skip turns with a weird command dash thing like Jam and Slayer do. Mika has a lot of moves that are really weird and really unsafe, but in exchange she has a lot of really fucked up like command grab situations that are specifically designed to punish grid shield attempts more so than like Waldstein, who's the other grappler in this game.
Interesting.
She is like a bit of a silly XD bully. She is often considered one of the weaker characters on the roster, but that's not stopping Ciao
But the
from...
first round of this match with Gambler, who's been playing Yuzu this whole set, and this is Chao's first match on Mika, and it's an instant win. It was slightly definitive too. Yuzu not knowing what ranges maybe to hit Mika at or when to press buttons. Maybe being a little too respectful. We'll see here. We'll find out. Ciao is teching the gold throws. Yes.
Okay, Ciao's showing me here that she knows what her combos are, but she's just dropping them. So she probably has a little bit more experience on Mika than the other two characters she may have played earlier. Which is a little interesting because I know Ciao to be a Testament and Kai player in Strive.
Yes, that's
this
correct.
Is very much the opposite of those characters.
Generally speaking, it's about gender. You know, this is what I've been saying. For a lot of people, it's where the euphoria's at, and if you're a funny girl who grabs someone and makes them explode, you know, why not?
Yeah. If you wanted to be Vi League of Legends, but awesome.
Say something else. Think of another game. Think of something nice to say, Light. What do you have to say to women?
I'm sorry, women.
It's not good enough, but it's a start.
Okay, well...
Yeah, it seems like Gambler has sort of... It's a bit of a scrambly match between these two right now, but Gambler's not playing so scared, throwing out basic finer options, doing some sillies like overhead cross-up stuff there.
I think the main thing that's bridging the gap here between Gambler's matches before and what Ciao's doing right now is that
wrong
whether it's
EX.
because okay, good shielding wins the Warble cycle handily with Celestial. Okay, just standing still. The main
Just
thing
skipping to the loo.
the main thing that Gambler
The
is
roll?
doing here...
The roll to avoid
Oh,
into-
that... Jesus. You guys need to stop doing
Reversal
that.
Infinite Worth. It won the round. Like, oh, you're making me shout more. It won the round. Why wouldn't she do it?
It did win the round.
It did won the round, Light.
It did won the round. It wanted it. It wanted it.
Her gloves look like bee gloves. I don't know. This character seems pretty good to me.
The main thing here that Gambler has changed is that Gambler is either unwilling because of Mika or unwilling because it wasn't working before to like counter zone or out zone Ciao.
Keeps
here.
getting jabbed. That's happened with like every EX Ciao's tried to use has
Yeah.
been jabbed out or beaten. They're not reversals, it would seem.
Yeah. It's a little funny that Ciao is like kind of shimmying forward and then just like bullying her way in with jump scares or assault or what have you. But I mean, it's working pretty well here. Gambler's up in the round, but Ciao's up in round count. Oh, spoke too soon.
Stream audio is getting a little robot-y. No. We're not
Seems
robots,
to
I
be
swear.
Yeah. I have to assume that's a Discord compression, and although I hear that a lot-
Another 200 to Meteor, huh? Just like the memes say. Good air hit. Ciao, press A and B when you get a stray hit. I'm free. How? Click here. And the picture is of the A and the B buttons.
Alright, so again, more shimming. Ciao seems perfectly content to just wait, which is interesting skill.
The grab break
yeah.
in the air. What?
Yeah, if you shield in the air improperly, you will just get grid break.
Shielding in the air sounds like one of those never do this things.
Yeah, there are certain situations where shielding is very risky. Shielding in the air is one of them.
Come on, Ciao. Press A and B. Oh, you. Oh. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna sob and also cry. Yes,
and,
yes, yes,
oh,
yes, this is your
that
advantage!
cross-up worked, but no, just bully your way back in. Okay,
Yes,
Gambler
yes,
tries
yes,
to do
do an
so.
EX, do a chain shift!
Oh no.
I'm going to cry, I'm going to FERP and scream and throw up, no!
That was so close,
Ciao.
but Gambler does take it.
It was almost caught, Ciao, you silly fool. She was too silly. She was too silly with it. That's what playing the silly girl does to an MFer.
That is the tendency of this character, is that she tends to FERP too close to the sun sometimes.
No, not up there. Don't do it.
That's kind of where she wants to go. She has these rocket arms that just propel her all across the screen. I don't even think Mika players know where they're going whenever they do their advancing moves.
If I don't know which side I'm on, you don't know which side I'm on. Ex-Dickerous, if you will, Juicer,
Yeah.
please reconsider. I'm asking you kindly in chat. Oh man, this is the last match of the
Swiss.
round robin for sure. Swiss, what is it? What are we doing here?
Swiss,
What game is
Swiss.
this?
It's,
This is
Under Night
Blaze
in-
Blue.
This is Halo 3 for the Xbox 360.
Hold on, if it's got Halo in the name, I can win it. Put me back in, coach. Yes, yes. It's a stupid command grab to take it, or is that just a normal throw?
I think that was a command
Normal.
grab.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Not many characters in this game have air throws. Eldnum is one of them.
She sure is. Flushes. Yes, yes. Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes!
She
into
had
the-
some semblance of a B and B
Press A and B.
there.
That's okay, that's okay. If she's hitting these like command grab chains,
Okay,
you know,
yeah.
I don't know how those work. There
Reversal
we go.
EX.
You either strike or you throw,
Again.
man. Either you strike or you throw.
Yep.
Yes, yes, yes. We have met maybe the only person in Lars Canyon who can out silly Gambler at their own game. Gambler is trembling in fear of the silliness right now.
This is, I guess this is based on what you were saying previously. This is little sister and littler sister, right?
We don't have time to get into the hierarchy of sisters in this video game, I don't think.
Oh boy.
We absolutely don't have time or energy in the day.
The things that I don't know or whatever.
You brought it up. It was your own mistake, LiteTheIronMan.
Okay, well. I'm trying to
They're
learn.
running back and forth. This is so silly. Like, this almost doesn't look like a fighting game, the way they're playing this, like, running back and forth on a street, trying to catch each other with a stray hit. This is a character action game right now. This is a Bayonetta boss fight.
This is that bit from Invader Zim where they forgot to animate the cars in the middle.
Yeah.
So that they're just yelling at each other from across the street. Ciao again up several rounds, but
Jump-based footsies Uni is known for. That's correct.
Gambler
Ow.
Gambler brought it back from this very position.
Oh,
last
Ciao,
game.
stay silly. Oh, Ciao. Why are you jumping? What's happening in the air?
It's not a bad idea for Mika to be in the air because she has a lot of ways to change her air approach. But if Chao's not familiar with them or isn't using them, it's pretty difficult to leverage against Yuzu.
Yeah, I would
a lot
not,
of these-
as a grappler, challenge Yuzu in the air. That's not my concept. I mean, don't take my advice on it, but I don't think I'm the only person who thinks so. There we go.
Okay, yeah,
Do a funny
use the
whirlwind.
catch.
Missed timing on command grab is sad. Get out of the air! Get out of the air! Stay out of the air! Please, stay on the ground. Girls should stay on the ground and live. You have those great,
but
big, huge
unfortunately,
gauntlets. Oh,
yeah.
Ciao. Gets
Gambler
reverse
will
3-0'd.
run
At
up,
least
so
Yuzu
Ciao.
kneels down to check on her. Yep. Well, and with that silliness, that concludes the Swiss round.
That's right.
It's first to 3 games instead of first to 2 games. They're already in it. Oh man, I didn't even get a second. Hi, Miss Wiss.
Hi. I can cover comms in the meantime.
You take it away. I'll be here too, but go for it.
Yeah. Trying to apply pressure on Havoc's end, but getting caught by LiteTheIronMan. Oh, goodness gracious. We're getting the run back, but starting to look like a repeat of their last round. There's nothing good in the air! Stop jumping! First round to Light. Again, that utterly obscene pressure. But caught by that funny little fireball. Ooh. Did not continue pressure after the fact, though. And they're back in the knife blender zone. Oh, goodness gracious. Havoc sitting on a full stick of butter, but has to contend with Vorpal on the other end. There you go. Cash in for a little bit of guard thrust. Oh my. Losing the grid cycle to the blocks and losing to the pressure. As a reminder, it is very, very important to know your defense in Under Night because there are a lot of mechanics related to that. And in addition, even just plain blocking will get you grid. It's actually quite effective if you know how to block your opponent's pressure, especially against a zoner, which not on screen right now, but good to know. Good way to try to take your turn back and turn it around. But in the meantime, a very decisive first game to Light. Okay, both of them backing off, trying to make space, making sure they don't tag each other, and Havoc getting the first start when they run back in.
Let's command dash roll in is an interesting choice. Didn't work the first time, got called out by Havoc, but it did work the second time under that fireball, and now, well, now they're back in neutral, in the middle of the stage.
Yeah. Get some chain shift to get some meter. Not sure if there was any time to interrupt that poke. Kind of dangerous situation though, but the patience pays off. And then the impatience doesn't. Ooh, flipped over, kept safe by the CS, and again, taking the pressure back. Just that extra little edge from LiteTheIronMan, and the spacing, whiffing a button in front of his face. Oh, goodness. Another commanding start. Flubbing the Oki a little bit.
Yes, the punish on the DP. Finally, people are punishing those. It's kind of a small punish, but still puts Havoc in a much more favorable situation. That range slightly better for him than for Line.
Yeah.
But
Nice
she can
cross,
just run up
unable
and
to confirm
confuse
off
you.
it.
There we go. Guard thrust into nothing. Line moves so fast, has so many options on that approach. She can just run back in and put you in the corner blender. Lane 5A, I don't know if that was jump startup or what, throw tech, but some high level play there with Light able to close it out.
Yeah. Really respecting that, but oh, whiffing the second hit. Eating a lot of damage from a combo. Oh goodness, that's gonna hurt. Expecting another, yeah, there it is, the guard thrust. Finding like just a very reliable way to get out of the pressure, and I mean, if you're not gonna get anywhere else to use your meter if you're under this much pressure.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
3-0.
2-0 to LiteTheIronMan.
Light.
Oh, like
Don't
not an
cheer for
underdog.
Who
I only
needs to cheer for
underdog.
Light. He's yeah.
I know, right? Oh goodness. Okay, pressure on the throw, keeping some space.
Again, that was a range there. Even though his back was to the wall, where Hyde could sort of fight his way out properly. Has an advantage over Line, but just afraid of all the different choices Light has for that approach. And two juicy combos, Light cashing out all that grid from the Vorpal to just save as meter. He doesn't even need to use as a cancel, just get free meter for the next round.
Yeah, losing to the trade, that hurts.
Yeah,
And again,
sometimes the
another one of
trade is
those
bad.
pokes on not being able to be confirmed. Returning to neutral and dying. There you go.
Yes, there we go. There we go.
Ah! There you go.
Good. NXDP.
Good
Yes,
block,
yes,
good
yes.
punish.
Catches the flip, blocks the cross up into a full combo. The chain shift mid-air to cash out up there. It's already at 200 EX. I don't know about that. Into no confirm, into no combo, into getting beaten out of the corner. Darn it.
Oh,
Havoc.
goodness.
Light, meanwhile,
Unbelievable.
using that EX to cash out and finish that combo properly. It wasn't even the finisher. It was just an extension. Sheesh.
I want everyone watching this, if you are going into Sajam's Will It Kill Night and somebody says it's French bread, it never kills, I need you to blow that person up. I need you to ruin them. I need you to spam them with like downvotes. They don't have those on Twitch, but you should try it anyway.
Somewhere on Earth, somewhere in the night, Cleo Watkins just went flying in the air with an explosion, and she doesn't know why.
Oh, goodness.
Oh my god.
Utterly.
Who's that person who made SF5 and then got put in the meat grinder? That person's up there too.
Oh no!
Alright, it begins.
No, I don't think so. Oh no!
let
Darkstalker die for his own ambitions. I don't think so. A girlie wouldn't do that.
It's what not? We don't have time. A very strong opening from Fennel. Getting the first couple confirms and small combos off. Dave finally getting a counter hit. Fennel sort of slowing down in neutral, which I feel like is really not the play with Uzuki, nor is it the play against Merkava, because his own pressure strings are very scary, but his reversals and Abare are not that strong as long as your Oki is pretty tight.
A lot of
go.
Uzuki's like more long range or full screen pokes are a little bit awkward to use compared to Merkava's, so You kind of do have to take your chances a little bit when approaching. This
Oh, the
overhead could
full
do it.
jump,
Oh,
aerial,
but checks
overhead.
out. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Very smart from Fennel, doing the CS regular dolphin, which whiffs, but into a tap, instead of spending the EX dolphin, which she tries to do at round start, Dave not having it. You know, Dave took those 15 minutes to reset his mental to lock in.
Yeah,
It's the
I guess
mix-up.
so.
Oh.
All right. On the other hand, I mean, Fennel did take that round. The last set that they played in the last round of Swiss was very close, but I think Fennel may be a little bit more prepared now for what they expect from Merkava.
Yes, blocking the reversal on her side too. Able to apply the poison.
Oh, but gets caught dashing.
But the hit grab.
There we go. Chicken blocking it that time.
Right, can you call dash blocking chicken blocking? That was like a smart and normal and well done block.
I mean that's my bad from playing Eno, where all dash blocking is chicken blocking. So that's
true. Yeah,
personal habit.
Wake up late. some great mix-ups on the Oki options from Fennel. Slamp overhead into Dolphin. Pick it up.
A little bit too far to get the link off of Dolphin.
Universal Air Command Grab Domination 101, Fennel! You know better! You know better! I don't know that she's... Actually, she definitely hasn't read or seen that, but she does know better. Probably. I don't know.
I feel like Mad Scientist Fennel should read Seth Killian. Seth Killian, not an egg. Capcom.
Yeah, we want to talk about all of the old head Street Fighter players who aren't eggs. We do not have time in the ferping daylight, the Iron Man. Another great run-up sweep into B&B confirm.
I'm just trying to relate to my co-commentator.
Yeah.
Good combo here, converting into EX worms. So we have to deal with all of these.
Don't press with those freaks on screen. It's okay, you can block. Or you can do like a reversal if you really want to, but don't jab there. His funny little punch there, that's not an overhead, is it? That's just a low option that's hitting?
No, well, I think Dave is doing some command overheads or like assaults in between the pressure, because the worms are like tricking Fennel or like forcing Fennel to keep walking low.
Sure.
So there is some high low going on here, but
oh, I don't know. Oh, Fennel. These EX dolphins have not been working for her, like in neutral. As reversals, she's been pretty good about those in the last set in this one.
Again, more dash blocking, but I mean I honestly
this is a scary situation.
we were reprimanding people for jumping, but I mean it seems like if Dave's only doing the grounded version, you gotta jump instead of
it's scary, you know. She was waiting in that range in her coffin stance, and Dave did the high. Dave takes game one. Dave did the high command hit grab or whatever. So, you know, and Fennel is very strongly, maybe a little overcorrectionally strongly against jump-ins in this game. Like, there are options, especially as you get higher up in terms of the skill of each player. There are times where it's really strong to do so, but it's a big risk to take. And, you know, with as little health as she had figured out her dash block timing there, but that's okay. Game 1 of 3. Just gotta get back into it here. Again, so clean on these pickups, you know. Her mental is pretty clean right now to be able to take the hit on that game and sort of get a random dash up sweep. Oh, just out of range for her favorite.
Gambling.
Trying to do that chain shift into normal dolphin.
The
random reversal throw too far. Fennel getting shaken.
All right, Dave.
You know, Dave is mashing for his life during that too. Does more damage if you mash, to those who don't know, apparently, which is crazy to me, but it's like, that's what a Merkava player wants, I think, so.
Alright, again.
See, she tried the jump there, but not pressing the button early enough for that air-to-air.
Yeah, Dave is respecting DPs a lot more now.
Yeah. Not as much of that, like, 2A mashing Oki, you know? picking smarter options there. Yes, good to dodge that. Oh, almost doesn't get the punish. Kind of a weak punish, but still able to get out of the corner this way. But now she has to put up with this.
Yeah, Fennel unsure of how to approach here.
Again, it's a tough situation to be in. That is not the range you want to be at against this character, and it's...
Fennel has said herself when teaching other people how to play this game that you don't want to use air assault and you don't want to treat it like an air dash. However, I think when Dave is committing to full screen grounded options that are not
the rare coffin option there, which does
there we go.
Dave. Another coffin option at range to keep Dave locked in there so he can't jump out.
My goodness.
The triple dolphin. Yes, baiting out, walking backwards even. Dave still mashing the EX reversal.
Oh, I'm so
Fennel.
shocked that didn't anti-air. I'm feel for Fennel there. That really should have worked. I think she just got
it's
hit.
not invincible, you know? The funny skeleton EX.
Yeah.
The dolphin is though, and it does enough damage to finish that round, thank goodness. In that closer range, yes, using slam, you don't even have to confirm. I mean, it sucks, but it's okay to not confirm there because it pushes him into the corner anyway and gives you a good roll.
So, yeah, get out of the corner and cross up and prevent bullying.
Favorable trade here. Oh, just EX. Oh, she's pressing the EX she should have pressed back then.
6-6B to stay in.
Yes,
Orsi
and again,
is
you
so
can
fast.
Yeah, at that range, as Uzuki, keep pressing, even if it's like a double whiff in neutral situation, keep pressing your buttons, because yours are better there than his. Yes, yes, yes. Playing patiently, good to wait.
Alright.
Yes, using the EX at the proper ender. Oh, misses the Oki timing on an unusual option. It's her other dash normal, I think. Her less preferable one. Yeah.
Punishing the jump in JC. Okay, this could be it. I think one more guess for game here with some meter to spare too, but again we're at this full screen range where Fennel
this is tricky,
really
but she doesn't
enter the air.
She doesn't have to do anything. Look at the life lead though. You don't have to do. What is he gonna do from there if you're blocking?
This?
Wow! 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 Excellent timing on that. Just a little later, and the whole thing could have gone a different way. Risky but brave from Fennel, and allows her to confidently close out that second game and get herself on the board. 1-1.
I think she should be representing that. So I think to her credit, she may be worried because Merkava has an anti-air version of that same command grab. So to her credit, she might be a little bit worried about that. But mixing up your options is exactly how you change your opponent to get them to respond to your conditioning rather than you responding to theirs. And I think
that's true in any game, and I feel like that's really true in this game where everyone's been doing the same bread and butters and the same options over and over, and that's really true for Uzuki, who has a bunch of weird shit.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that if Fennel represents like her air approach and her float and her weird air options, maybe Dave will think, oh, okay, now I have to prevent Fennel
pick
from
up off of the EX.
Controlling the air. Yes, exactly, more of this. I have to prevent Fennel from controlling the air, so now that that's on the table,
she
Fennel
can
will
do her bullying.
maybe,
Just slightly out of range. That's so tricky. Her 2B, her favorite starter, probably her favorite button that this character has. It's a good one too, but just a little too far and anyone can get punished. Again, at that range, you know, jumping up on the coffin stance is not the move. Pulling the coffin up in front of him and hitting him with some weird confusing shit, that's been working great, but
keeping the range for Spike also in order to not allow full screen hit grab shenanigans is also really strong.
She hasn't been representing that, and I feel like that could be a good option. It's a little bit risky depending on the timing, but you know, if Dave is sort of wiggling around back there, you know, throw out the spike. Throw out the skeletons.
The metered version of that too also covers a very long space.
EX cancel of the unsafe Lust Shaker. Why not do it? Yes, the drop coffin into the low.
The reversal.
EX reversal. You have to be really careful about that. Why not? You know, it's guaranteed. basically, at that distance. Again, I wouldn't really want to jump in against Merc. It's just doing the jump once or twice conditions, you know, options that allow you to get in. Oh, rare bad trade for Uzuki. Maybe a 2A versus a sweep. Not favorable for her. Now she has to hold it, or maybe not hold it. Text, last chance. Yep, just keep slamming. Just keep pressing that button. What is that? 2A? Is that 2B? I think that's 2A.
Yeah.
Just straight up.
No, it's
bam,
2B.
bam, bam. 2B. Yes! Skeletons!
Okay.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah,
Force
pull your way in.
Dave to get closer to you, into your range, and then scare him. You know, that's... Some of her moves are charge, right? Like, that
Yes.
is your archetype. I know this is not the Batista, you know, this isn't Guile, but, like,
Yeah.
you can hold your advantage and force them into your punish realm. As long as you're not way behind, you don't have to try to close the gap with a hit-grabbing freak. Just hold your ground. What is he gonna do from there? Nothing. If you're blocking...
The hit grab is also really minus, and I know we talk about, oh, I'm minus 15, fuck. But, like, you know, on the other hand, like, even with that in mind, like, sometimes
invincible dolphin.
like, sometimes you have the opportunity, like, for, like, I
Yes,
think...
yes, good dolphin to
go.
close that gap quickly. Yes.
Like, I think,
Trying to respect the EX, which fair enough.
doesn't have anything there. Tried to like chain shift to like get some breathing room, but didn't get any resources or meter.
Yes,
Oh,
wow, the
J2C.
yes, yes, air to stuff Dave
There we go.
into the 2C sweep B&B with meter. Oh, going for the
Ooh, yeah, good
wow.
reset.
Yes, yes, going for a reset instead of the metered hard knockdown ending, which I think is a good choice. That's part of mixing up too, you know? Playing Hilda badly, what I've learned is that sometimes that's what you have to do. It's not always about ending in that hard knockdown. Sometimes you want to confuse them and put them in a situation where they're not ready.
So here's the sort of advanced interaction here. So Dave is just minus enough for like on a blocked hit grab for...
Sorry, my reversal's better.
Fuck.
Oh, do it so nice. Tried it twice.
Convert.
Yeah. Yes, the side switch, 2B instead of 2C. Going for the EX air fireball to try to get Dave. Oh, and now she's in this difficult range.
Yeah.
Back herself in here.
Oh, but gets caught by the air dash in. Yeah.
She could have thrown once or twice in these. I think she's trying
Yeah, I
not to
think
represent
so.
it to put herself in difficult situations, but Fennel does really have a good, like, you know, gamer's sense for throws. She could represent that option if she wants to, you know.
Yeah.
For example, on Oki, if she's worried about a reversal that doesn't come up, she could throw in an Oki throw, as dumb as that is.
Yeah. Especially since in situations where Dave is like, okay, I'm content to block now, then, you know, that's exactly what you do to open up a blocking
Oh,
opponent.
shift your chain, yes, shit, chain shift.
Oh,
no,
that traded with
that's
the
okay,
later
that trades.
frames. Yeah.
That trades. It must only be invincible for like a flipping second. Yes, great. The fly is not real. You know what's he gonna do when he lands? Nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, the drop.
Oh, it's
Do not
fine.
back.
Okay,
It's
so
okay. She's just gonna wait. She's gonna wait. Oh,
Okay,
why
so-
would you press?
when she blocks the hit grab, she's plus enough there after blocking the hit grab to tempt her daggers, the lances that come out of the ground.
Yeah, yeah.
So she should
Oh,
try
the
that if she
chain
remembers that
shift
option.
on this combo into the
Oh, but got hit by the overhead. Blocked combo.
scary situation here. What can she press? What's her out?
There we go.
Wow,
Yes.
nothing.
Blocks the
No
overhead.
EX, no chain shift shenanigans, just good, clean. What does she call it? Empress style play, unafraid.
Yes.
I don't even know if that's a real thing, but I like the concept, so I have to believe in her. It was good. Now it's
right.
2-all.
Yes. She knows where to take her turn back here during the normal block strings. So if Dave presses his advantage up close like this,
2C is her normals are so safe. Oh, but no confirm on the trade, and Dave is just gonna keep mashing. Dave on every situation is gonna keep mashing because he knows that you might be scared.
Oh, punishes the veil off. This should be it.
That's crazy. Into the
9:32 EST. We are making good time.
Yeah, I'm genuinely glad that you guys enjoy Under Night enough to try to run back the Thug Finals. I think
it is technically even on 3rd place.
Yeah. This will also be the last for a while. We're not going to run UNI2 next month, as far as I understand. We're going to make them for more titles. Somebody probably wants to run Dragon Ball or Tekken 8 or whatever, but
I think by the whims of our Imperiosa,
we may end up having UNI2 again anyway.
I think this is sort of a monthly fixture now, unless you know it goes slow or someone takes a break or whatever. Unless everyone's like, we're playing something else right now. There will be circumstances, but I think this is entering rotation for real. Yeah, sorry. First round goes to Fennel. Sorry, it's post tourney things. It's the tourney ended. I mean, I respect the hustle, but a great starter from Fennel. Invalid combo, but even still, catching off. Yeah. Walking back just for a second to catch Havoc mashing out instead of jumping out or something. Yep, again the overhead catching Havoc chicken blocking. Yep, she's running Uzuki silliness. If she had done another EX there, I think that would have finished the round, but she's holding on to it. Why not?
Alright, much like last time, we'll see if Fennel remembers how to get through zoning here. Going into hat mode seems to be a lit play.
Hat mode is good, but the EX Dolphin I don't think was necessary or advised. Again, a situation where, there's a lot of
In retrospect, I'm surprised that she didn't remember she had a hat during Dave. That probably would have saved her a lot of trouble. Oops.
She used it early on, I swear to God.
She did. I'm sure she did during the first game during pools, but she forgot to do it during finals.
Yeah.
Which I think would have gotten her underneath the hit grabs.
These things happen. Hey, she barely touched the game all month. We all have our reasons, but you're less in tune with every single one of your character's many niche options when you don't play the game for a minute. Ask me how I know.
Yeah. Good. Alright. Havoc has Fennel in the corner. She's on Pixel Life, but Havoc does not have confirms.
She does have Vorpal, and she does have
No, okay, just goes for cross up. Chip doesn't kill in this game, so you can relax a little bit.
Again, I'm saying it's a scary...
Oh, I know exactly what she wanted. She didn't get it. That's goofy. She wanted to reversal, like in the really, really tight window, but...
that must be a hard input, I can't even imagine. Totally worth a try, and she got the EXS from it, so why the frick not? Yep, Hat Ender, Poison on, another combo, more Vorpal. Oh, and Havoc dropping that. Now, is that his force function?
Yes, he has a few. He has an overhead, and then he has that cross-shaped fireball that he keeps using.
Setting up the coffin was a good hit, but maybe a little too slow on the Oki, I don't know. Regardless, she takes the first game, able to block Havoc's unsafer options and take game 1. A trap route confirmed? Really, Juicer? Really? Promi?
I can't laugh at that joke, actually. I'm gonna die.
Well, there's arrangements, Light.
Right. As you prepare
her continued aggressive block strings, throwing out Dolphin, which is hard to contest. Not necessarily safe on block, but is hard to contest, and there it is, the coffin command grab. Trying to set it up again? No, not this time. Sort of a fake Oki option too, timing not quite right. Gets thrown into the corner, back throw incident. You could do a really fun trap juggle combo. Well, cool. sounds like fun. EX Dolphin finally hitting there. It's good to, you know, the thing about the EX reversals, it's great, and it does work, and it can even finish rounds. You just gotta be a little sensitive with that. Yeah, Coffin mode, Coffin stance, why not? High Coffin. Getting caught out in the meh.
Oh, not like
Not the time for the reversal dolphin. He's not in the air pressing buttons. You know, like there's times whatever. As a Morto Bato abuser, there's a time and a place. Like at a certain point, you have to put down the reversal. I say with a broken heart. Oh, I like the unusual dashing normal ender to push hideaway, which is sort of a favorable situation for Uzuki there. Not always what you want to do. Wow, I love the double drill ender instead of the EX hat. Hold on to her meter for the last round, and also do plenty of damage and wind up in a favorable situation anyway.
Again, being forced to block here. Pulling into the dolphin, but
I respect Havoc. He's in a bad situation now, but I respect him trying to press after these dolphin block string enders, because again, they are not technically airtight. They are not technically like unbeatable, you know? And you have to start pressing your advantage against her sometime. It's a matter of where and how. It's a big question, but you don't want to let her take those for free.
Maybe Havoc will leverage this.
Whips every normal during that EX.
I think she's gonna build enough meter for her patented. Oh no! She does not end the combo in Infinite Word.
Trying her spikes into a normal throw.
Strive Kai.
Anyone can run up throw in this game. Everyone's so fast.
That's also pretty true. All right, so.
It's 2-2.
Fennel, yeah, Fennel up 2. Yeah.
Or 2-2. 2-0.
2-0.
Yeah. I'd love to see Havoc take a game here, just so that there's more uni, you know? More games is more games, and I want to see him make those adjustments. Oh, the DP Ender, I feel like he didn't have to. As Hyde, I feel like he could have picked something else. Combo, slamp combo. Into the proper Coffin Oki setup, but does get slapped out of that. Uzuki is a grappler confirmed. Fennel only plays grapplers. This is known by the residents of Lars Canyon.
Yeah, it's we need, with your help. Well, no, we can set up a bot already for 0 days and such without having affiliate status. With your help, we can have whatever. We can have gimmicks that make fun of Fennel for throwing people.
Yo-Yo says, Havoc has this. He played against my Uzuki for this moment. Hashtag winnable. Spelled wineable. Good. Yes. I believe Caillou liberated playing against your Uzuki. Confirming take it. You trained him for this, Yo-Yo. The trade counter is funny. The earnest neutral veil off kind of works there. I'm surprised, but you know, it does sometimes work. I don't recommend that option at all, but it hasn't been represented like the whole tournament, so why not? Yes, the what's that, dash C into EX Dolphin Ender is pretty interesting.
Oh, you didn't block the final hit of the taunt.
Yeah, sorry. There's so many hits of that. He jumps and then he jumps and he jumps again.
He can also delay it so much that
like, you have to hold. You just wait. It's like a soul overhead situation. You know, you just wait until he's on the ground. Don't press anything, for the love of God.
Okay. Havoc finally, like, Havoc seems very comfortable in this rhythm of throw fireball, then run behind it with 6-6 or something. But Fennel trying to make something happen. Oh, gets caught mashing by 2-6 DC.
Wow, really smart on the chain shift EX Dolphin there. I think this should be enough.
Oh no, you didn't get the OTG because I think was over.
I wonder if I don't know if there is an OTG from that ender specifically. I wonder if there's a different ending to
Yeah.
that gives you a worse Oki option but more damage. Who knows? Who
Yeah.
knows? The intricacies of these situations.
Oh, you threw the
Fennel still
common too
handily wins it.
far!
Yeah, that was. She was expecting a backdash maybe, or maybe just the wrong option chosen. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Now Fennel's in the corner. Havoc trying to put a game on the board here. Fennel hoping to end it, I think. But these hide combos, they don't stop. Oh,
Oh, you...
again, another double overhead. That's been like every one of these open ups so far is a cornered double overhead. That's what hide does. That's the hide thing. 98 overheads. Take one down, pass it around. Infinite Worth EX didn't come out. Assassinated by Light. No.
No! It's not my fault!
It might be your fault. Wow, backdashing the 2C with just the right timing. I really appreciate seeing those kinds of like really specific, game specific, tech specific choices in neutral here. Those are really impressive to me. They have been for everyone all tournament. Everyone here in the finals at least, and everyone at some point in this tournament has been doing something at that level. I think it's cool to see people getting this good at this game. That said, Fennel hits like 4 of her B&Bs in a row off of tail sweeps, and that's round 1.
Yeah.
2B, the anti-air, is an interesting choice. Oh man, this character's hilarious. She is rampaging hilariously. I'll tell you that much. Too spooky. Yes, yes, the spike pickup in the corner. Used to blocking slamp or running whatever the fuck. So...
Fennel feeling better here. Trying to make this. Oh my, you silly Billy.
Didn't go
I don't even know
for
what to
nothing.
say.
He's learning. The wheel is turning and the win is in reach. Yo-yo Fate, your hate mail game is insane. You're this is perfect. Welcome to Lars Canyon, baby. Yes, the 2A on the whiffed combo. That's so
Fennel,
sad.
if you drop IWEX here, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
I don't think that
can
was
you
an
do this like
IWEX.
the Iron
I don't
Man?
think that was an IWEX.
Well, she could have done it. She had
Not
enough
like the
meter.
Sui.
She got
I
the-
know she could have Light. Sending Light to prison.
No.
The counter trade.
I'm going to French bread jail.
I wonder if Havoc like whiffs the end of a block string. Can he just input DP to do like a not smart neutral skip type situation?
I think if he has a meter, he can do an EX one. Yes.
Well,
I don't think.
but there's
if,
not like room. This isn't a soul whiff into
No.
Volcanic
no.
Viper to win the round. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not. He's not that crazy. He doesn't have whiff cancels that are that stupid. So.
Looks at Soul with hell eyes. Fennel takes another one. She is on 3rd place match point here, primed to take her last win of the night. Can Havoc turn this around? No. What are these mashes on Wake Up? Like what is Havoc doing here?
He's either
Fennel's always going to be pressing there. She's not staggering. She's just sending out 2B or 2C.
Okay, yeah, he
smartly,
is
but-
mashing the force function overhead for some reason. I think he's trying to misinput Fireball, but Fennel will just skip her way in with EX Dolphin and take
Oh
it.
my Furpy god! Uzuki does it! The last match of the night. Miss Wysteir, if you'd like to help me on the mic, you're welcome to. You don't have to. So there's no reset here. It's just another 1st to 3 set
Hello,
in
hello.
this one. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Light has been observing Dave's Merkava all night, whereas Dave has been sort of in the thick of things and is warmed up, so they both have different sort of meta advantages coming into this. I still think this is Light's game to lose, though. You know, his confirms, his combos, his mix-ups in neutral, they're all so strong. It's just a matter of how he deals with that Merkava punish game. The hit grabs,
Right.
the flying.
Ooh. Good punish.
That catches up there. What?
That was funny, but
But
Yep.
the
There you
first
go.
round of Grand Finals going to Dave.
Good start here. Unable to punish that. Holding the defense. This keeps running underneath Light. And gets crossed up. Oh, goodness.
Again, Light's plan with this character is basically a grounded run-up option, or a grounded run-up and a flip, or a grounded run-up and a low, but it's always the grounded run-up, so Merkava is especially well-equipped to deal with these grounded approaches from Light. You know, Line's game plan is approach from the ground, and she has to get a lot closer than Uzuki did, so I don't know how Light begins to... Well, I guess this is how.
Or maybe not.
Yeah, the EX option to get out of the corner, but Dave's still with his back to the wall. Light
Punch
changed
that rat out of the sky!
every time.
Punch that rat out of the sky!
Ow, ow, ow.
Okay, okay. Oh! Nice, nice!
There we go, flipping over the hit grab. I wonder if that works every time?
Oh,
Locking
no.
the EX and able to jab. Light is alive. Light is on the board. This is not a 3-0 round sweep for the first game.
And immediately eats a fist of doom, but takes it back. There you go. Solid damage, and another one. Not to be shaken, not here. Barre. Comparable meter.
Yeah, I
But
think Light should be able
going
to
to
take
Light,
this one based on
and-
the damage and the meter. Yeah.
For sure, for sure.
2-all. Going to last round
Dave's
in the
got
very first game.
full-
This is going to be a long finals.
Dave's got full FLS. We'll see how this shakes out. Taking a pretty strong lead over here.
Wait, FLS? Why is it different for Merkava? Is it because
It's because
he's a
we're fake.
critter?
Batista also has FLS, I believe.
Oh my. This is what being a dollar a creature does to an MFR, I suppose.
Oh! Not punished. But loses the next little game of chicken. Still, commanding
Yeah.
lead.
The thing
Does
is,
still have the
Dave's-
cycle. Oh, no! Oh no!
Amazing,
The game of
waiting for
chicken.
the jump out or the abare or whatever, knowing just what timing. Just wait a second, and then he's going to mash.
Yeah.
Amazing adaptation from Light to reverse 3-0 the first game.
For sure, for sure. Incredible comeback. Jumps over the fists. Now applying that pressure that we've seen all night. And the cross up. Not a single
delayed-
hit on the board yet.
The delayed recos on the block string are doing a lot of work for Light here because, again, Dave loves to mash. Dave loves that abare, the 2As or the EX or the
Yeah.
Lust Shaker or whatever, but Light's gonna catch you slipping with the staggers.
Yeah. Playing a bit more patiently now, trying to zone, but unable to keep Light out of his face.
This flip is a great answer for
Nice.
Light, yeah. Normal throw. Got you close.
There you go. Play a little patient. Running up, probably might have been expecting a DP there. Run up and block, but wins the interaction after the fact.
The
Just throw
CS
them, then
into
grab
air,
them.
hit grab, confirm. Yes, every time. That's
Oh.
hilarious.
You with the button in front of Merkava. Merkava
1,000
kill-
years. Oh,
Oh! Chance? Chance?
chance? Will it kill? Here you go, to all the people who are saying FPAN does kill. Those people are exploding now.
I am exploding. We're gonna need to find a new co-commentator for you. I'm blowing up.
That's okay. It might take a while. Yes, yes. Punch. EX punch.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Stunning. Okay. Grab that rodent out of the sky. Another air grab, probably anticipating a jump in from Light. But now under pressure, blocking the side stalls, but those stray hits are getting in. Thankfully, not getting confirmed by Light. And now eating a ton of damage from Merkava. Again. Quite a bit of resources to give for giving up a lot of pressure. Both players with the stick of butter, but Light winning the cycle. Oh. Cashing out some of that meter. Yep, respecting, but no punish. But what if we did it again? And what if I scuttled across the screen to get out of the corner? What then, huh?
Well, it's one scuttler versus another in this matchup.
You either scuttle or you scuttle. Oh. Very close round on that one. It's a bit of a shame more fighting games don't like include a little more detail in their round wins, because if you look at Under Nights, you can see that Light has a perfect on the board. They both have victories on the board. It would be nice to have like a close round of like both players were in infinite worth EXS range, you know? There you go. 2 to Light.
Marker for a job well done by both players, but you know, as in any fighting games, the close match is closest in the heart. You know, it's just for the players to remember and hold.
The scoot back makes some space, but it's hard. It's scary to fight against UNI2.
Confoundingly, that worked. Like running out of hit grab range altogether and then running all the way back in.
Yeah.
Light insisted that's minus enough that such a thing is possible. I wouldn't know from my own play, but it is working for him.
UNI2 is fast enough, so for someone with Light who has the confidence that he's probably like the experienced player in Under Night, just the confidence of like, no, I'm not gonna get punished. Combined with like the game knowledge that it's real.
EX reversal punish out of Light, but he is able to put in the significant life lead anyway. The full chain shift into hit grab confirm from Merc. The air hit grab, this is the conditioning I guess that Light was talking about. He throws that out, and there's nothing there. She can just flip in. That's the first round to Light.
There you go, punish that. Apply the pressure.
Cross up blocked, very smart.
But not this one. They've still got a strong grid lead, slowly losing it. Gets back in with the grab, throws Light in the corner, but gets thrown back in.
These are the layers, you know, catching Light staggering, so he throws him. Light knowing he's gonna mash, so backing off to catch the mashing.
Oh no. Oh,
The throw. That's not enough to kill Light. Just why not just do it? You have fast enough normals, whatever. That's a DP to take the second round.
I think he's allowed to show off a little. I think he's allowed to style on them every now and then. Oh, you can't be doing that. And that's gonna hurt. Delaying it just a little bit to make that a real throw, I believe.
From all the shielding, plus winning that flip overhead, Light has a sizable portion of Vorpal, plus already 100 EXS, plus
There
nothing.
you go.
That's 3-0.
Winning
To Light the
handily.
Iron Man in that